Respect, respect. Welcome to What
Hello.
Assistant Chat.
Hey, you
Oh,
knew. Hi.
I knew you knew we were gonna be over here. She
Yeah,
wasn't
that's
gonna
my
leave us
buddy
hanging.
right there.
She wasn't
Yeah.
gonna leave us hanging. Yeah,
Yeah, that's my
she wasn't gonna
buddy
leave
for
us hanging.
sure.
Yeah,
Mm-hmm.
but everybody else said, everywhere else said, we know everybody else is live on YouTube. But guess what? We're still gonna do it.
Amen. That's right. We're still gonna do it.
Still
So
gonna
how
do
was
it.
your week? How was your week?
Whew. It was good. Rain,
That's
sunshine, little cold, not raining again. You know how
yeah, yeah. Sounds like California because we've been having some rain and then we've had it hot, then some rain, then like it's hot. So, my body don't adjust to that flip-flopping weather very well.
nah. But like I said, there's been a lot going on in the news, a lot going on in this
Yes.
world, and I would do to try to bring attention to it.
Yeah,
Respect added
yeah.
again media.
Hi.
That hey,
Yeah.
I already know where she from.
Yeah,
I gotta get
I like her.
yeah,
I like her. She
yeah.
has really amazing content. So whoever sees this later, please go over there and sub up, and especially sub up to you new.
Here she go already. Here she go already. We ain't even started yet.
I know, they're gonna get the party started. It don't matter how many people, they don't care.
Yeah, I know. But at it again, media. Just hold on a minute. You already know what I'm trying to do, don't you? Together.
Yeah.
Well, more people gonna come in. People gonna see the replay, and I like to say that we are just. I'm excited. I'm excited. I don't know about you.
I am. I love this duo because what people don't understand is they may take it as though if I say something that you may get upset with me, and it's not that way. It's just that also D Truth love doing rabbit holes. Oh my God, him and them daggone rabbit holes. I'm telling you, they something else.
Yeah, that's why I tell.
I mean,
That's why I
you
always
hear
tell you,
your
bring your.
you hear your godson in the. I'm sorry, you hear your godson in the background screaming and yelling loud. He acting up because his daddy home.
Of course, of course. Hey, would it be? Look at him. If he wasn't, we know something wrong.
True, true. Very active, smart mouth.
Yeah,
Would you tell me? You said he earned that smart mouth. Honestly, I was like, you didn't have to rub it in.
I tell you, I tell you every time. I tell you every time you say, you know what your nephew did. I like what? Did. I said, yeah, and you know where he got it from, don't
You ain't got to rub it in.
you?
But he's so sweet when look, cause you knew it's his godmom. He be so sweet, yeah, yeah. And I be trying to tell her, but she don't want to hear nothing. He can do no wrong. No wrong. He
hmm
wrong for that. Yeah, but
Hey, he don't try with me
yeah,
though. He he don't
no,
try
he
with
don't
me
mess with
though.
you. Mm-mm, mm-mm,
He know I don't play
mm-mm.
that. He know
He'll walk right away.
look, I do not buy into his shenanigans, his actions. He know it too, don't
See, look at her. Look at her. Look at her. Already starting.
he? Leave your baby alone.
Always starting. See, that's what I'm saying. That's why I don't got no help when it come to her. Mm-hmm.
you
See?
you welcome at it again, media. You're welcome.
Yeah, I like her a lot. I like her a lot.
So
But
my rule is our rule. Well, on this channel is zero
mhm,
tolerance. Zero tolerance.
yes,
Trolls who come in here, they said something out the way, get them out.
get them right away. No
Okay.
questions. No questions.
No
Get them
question.
out.
Yeah.
Yeah, because
But
we're trying to bring news. We're not trying to sit up here and play games. We're trying to make people aware of what's going on around the world when it concerns Black people in general, because there's a lot of things happening to Black people in all of these states and even across the ocean, as D Truth says. He said across the water, across the ocean. It's a lot of corruption going on against us. We are the most hated race of people, and sometimes I just don't know why. You just wake up and you just decide to hate, you know? I have no problem with blockery. Block.com.
I already know
Oh,
you don't. I
Jesus.
already know you don't.
There.
Look here. It's,
I can't, TB. Thank you for coming in. Appreciate you.
can it be respect?
Yeah. Well, what was you saying, D Truth? I accidentally cut you off. What were you saying?
I'm like this right here. That thing, yeah, we know. Like I always say on my show, right, on my other lives, we
Mm,
we look at people that does our community wrong, right?
right.
Right. We look at the other people, but yet there's people in our own community that do the same doggone thing. Don't say nothing. What
That's
happened?
true. That's absolutely true.
I call them out.
Absolutely
Well,
true. Right. You
and,
do.
and that goes into the story, the first story we got, right?
Right.
With these, I'm going to say this. We call them immigrant, we call them migrants, right? But
Right.
some of us that own this land right here, our ancestors was already here, right? And
Exactly.
majority of the people that's on this land now, they are actually
Are illegal.
illegal. But look at it.
Yes.
Just about it, just about everybody who ancestor wasn't here. If you trace your tree line, if your ancestor wasn't here, you are illegal.
Right. Right. Because my
I
tree
already
line,
know
we got a book.
yeah,
Huh?
I already know I made somebody mad when I said that one.
Yeah, we have a book. My family actually were free indigenous people of this land. I have my family tree book, and when I look back at all the faces and names and stuff, I just really had a moment where I just cried. They were free roaming, roaming America, and some, I don't know what the nationality of the slave owner was, but he kidnapped my great ancestor and her husband and took them down south and made them serve on the plantation. And that is
Mm,
how my family ended up in slavery. We were free at first, and they snatched them, and brought them to the south, where they continued to serve. And it was just really heartbreaking just to like read it and to know where I came from. And I'm like, I ain't no, and I ain't been in no slavery. What y'all talking about? And come to find out, my family was free and they stole them. And that's why that movie they did with that guy, I forgot his name. Maybe you knew. No, it's a black guy. He was a free man. They did a movie and he played, I think it was either the violin or something, and they snatched him and took him into slavery, 12 years a slave, the movie. And it was basically like that. They were going and snatching, not every person they said is from Africa. They snatched a lot of indigenous people from my family's writings. They snatched a lot of people that were already here on the land. And when they came over from their European country, they came and they got them and they forced them into slavery. So that's why there was a interruption in comprehension when you had the Africans that came versus the indigenous people that were already here. They didn't
yeah,
understand, and the indigenous people were the ones that was teaching the Africans English. Oh, my throat. Sorry. They were the ones teaching them English, and because
get
they
some water.
couldn't. So that's how come they had poor language and stuff.
Mhm. And for
Yeah,
y'all
that's
get it
why
up,
they had
respect Rocky,
poor language. Yeah, go ahead. Go ahead.
respect Rocky. Uh, I'm gonna tell y'all
Hello,
some
Rocky.
people that gonna be watching for y'all for y'all the ones that are Caucasian persuasion. There was some white slaves. You see
Yes,
what I'm
there
saying?
were. There were. Yes.
And guess what? There was a look at Italians actually bought their way out of. They were treated worse than we were than the dark skinned folks. Believe it or not.
Right. I believe it.
And they actually kind of like bought their way so they could be considered white. So let that
A
stick in.
lot of people did it.
Hmm.
And you know what? I don't, people do get angry when you start speaking things, and it's not to make you angry. It's because now that they have given us what they call the internet, people can
Hmm.
research these things. Some things are hidden, some things are saying fact check that it's wrong, but when you look at it in reality, you see that the truth is coming out. Now, all that land that's down, like, okay, recently here in California, they already found one beach called Bruce Beach that they stole from a black family that was uneducated, back in the 1900s, right? So now they found another piece of beach recently in Santa Monica, which is a very expensive. Yeah, you're right. I saw your comment. I want to share something. Can I? Women, I came across that proves majority of our knowledge is wrong. Not saying his words are true, but it sheds light. You know what? This chat, you can send it to, if you can. How does she share it? Because we're not dropping links because of something
Uh,
happened earlier. Somebody corn bombed him, so we got to be very careful. So maybe if you
uh,
shoot it to you new and
yeah,
you new can shoot it to me.
yeah. Shoot it to you new, and she can shoot it to yeah, yeah. Study history,
Yeah.
and that thing is what gets me is why people always try to stop CRT, which is really not been taught in school. Because I look at it like this right here. It is they they don't want the truth to come out because they're ashamed of their history or they
Right. But let me
past
finish
family
telling you what I
privilege.
was saying. Let me finish
Go ahead.
let me finish this real quick. So they found Bruce's Beach. Bruce's Beach is by the ocean. Very, very beautiful piece of land. Very super expensive. So now the indigenous black people that was here already, they found another plot of land that's by the beach that they stole, and the family went back in. Like, I know you had an issue with that guy Dane Calloway I was telling you about, but him and his wife wrote a book to show how to look up your ancestors and see if your land was taken. They are finding out all types of land down in the south, over here in California, and all parts of America where black people resided, and the government stole their land from them. And now their greats are finding these pieces of property, and they're proclaiming their land. I would not be surprised by the end of it that they find out that that entire Venice Beach, Hermosa Beach, all those beach properties, I would not be surprised if they found out that they stole all that land from the black people. Because think about it, you really couldn't. There's a place called oh my God, it was on the tip of my tongue. But it's a place up by Lancaster and Palmdale. They used to call that the Black Palm Springs. White people came in and took it away from black people. I would not be surprised if they reclaimed that land back. All the black stars used to go there. Yeah, give her my email. I think she has it. You know,
Okay.
so
Uh, uh,
it's a lot of stuff out here that they took from black people, and black people, had no clue how to fight and get their property back. Now they're getting their property back.
Yeah, I'm telling you, two, two, two properties that I know of was black towns, right? Central
Was
Park
black what?
towns.
Oh, for real?
Yeah, Central Park. Respect Armando Black TV. Central Park.
Salute, bro.
Go look it
Salute.
up.
Hmm.
Go look it up.
I believe you.
And Lake Lanier. Lake Lanier was called Oscarville.
Okay.
And that was a black town. And just think,
Right.
now the ancestors come back and realize Central Park, Oscar, which is slash Lake Lanier, and they own land there. What you think going to happen?
Man, if they could come back, they will proclaim their land. They will get it back.
Yeah,
They
they had to
see
give it back.
the thing. Yeah, because there would be proof that you stole it.
Yeah,
There
and
would
and,
be
and
proof. There would be a lot of
yeah,
proof.
yeah, and thing is, it says, and and it goes like this: Central Park in New York, Lake Lanier. It already been said that our ancestors live there. You feel what I'm saying? And it
Hmm.
had already been proven. It already been proven.
Right.
So if somebody comes up and say, "Hey, this right here, I own part of this," they cannot say nothing. They can't say they couldn't. Guess what? Both people gonna have to prove that they didn't own it or they did.
Right.
So who they gonna win that one? So the
The
government
person
just
that
came
could
in and
prove it.
took that. Yeah. See, the government just came in there and took it like they take everything else. It's just like what happened
So
to
sorry.
that young man,
Sorry.
huh?
I said
Like I
sorry.
said,
I
just
was
what,
interrupting. Sorry.
yeah, just like what happened to that young man, right? And
Right.
no
Right.
charges been filed. No charges been filed.
Yeah,
Just
that's going to
like
piss you off when I finish.
yeah, and just like what we were talking, I think with Jason, you knew we were talking about bullies, right? That's all the government is, a bully.
Yeah.
It's a corporation,
Right. 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 Right.
and we
Right.
all part of the corporation, believe it or not. But well, I said that to say this right here. They charging the mother for giving her kid Gatorade, right? Yeah, so Gatorade with
Hmm.
some other stuff in it, right? Which is not harmful. Which is
Hmm.
not harmful. You just make you sick. And the bully who
Good.
was bullying her child, took it away from her. You see how the
But that's what
government
he
working?
gets.
Yeah, but we
Yeah.
know that. That's what the bully
Favoritism.
get. Yeah, and then what
Yeah,
the
that's what he
government does,
get.
right? And then what the government does?
Yep. Yeah, they bully everybody. But look, I
Hmm.
wanted to speak on something. So
Go ahead.
back to what I was talking about, the land. So you have all these, and I'm not by a long shot. I don't care what race, creed, color you are, and you treat me with respect. I'm going to respect you to the utmost. The Mexican people out here talking about y'all stole California. Y'all stole California from us. But how come you can't find any documents to show that we stole California when we're finding all types of documents that the indigenous people and the black people that were here in this land are finding out that the government actually stole land from the black people? You don't even have document. You're just going by what somebody told you. There are so many properties like Compton, California used to
Hmm.
be all black. They're trying to say that the
Hmm.
Mexicans are running the black people off out of Compton and all those oceanside um cities. It's not true. For a one bedroom apartment is $2,900 per month, and it's about 500 square feet. Who wants to pay that? Nobody. Nobody
Mm-mm.
wants to pay no 2,000. That's a house note. So people can't
Yeah.
afford to live there. Even if you have family members that are living with you, it's still too much and it's still too crowded. So they're moving further and further out, as off the 15, like they're going to Las Vegas because it's cheaper, and
Yeah.
it's crazy. Like the city Pasadena used to be owned by black people, and the white people came in and they started hiking up prices where black people could no longer afford the taxes and stuff like that. So that's how
Yep.
they were able to steal properties. You know what I'm saying? So everybody
Yeah.
want to say, oh, it's the Latinos, it's the gangs. No, it's not. It's the people that are trying to make you pay for their mortgage plus so they can live a certain lifestyle.
Yeah. And that's what I said. Government, this a corporation, and what and that that kid, right? That kid, he was
Yeah.
jumped, right?
Mm.
It's all
Oh
on video,
yeah.
right? Right?
You want me to put the article
And
up?
you got it in the back.
Let me share it. Hold on. I'm gonna make sure. Hold on. Hold on.
Yeah. And how the well you gonna not charge them people and close the case that quick? And
There it is.
it's on video. And say they are not. And say they are not. And say they are not. It's not racially motivated.
Yes, it is expensive, Kathy. It is expensive. So this story is something that just recently happened. There was a black kid that was on this beach called Dockweiler Beach. It's a pretty popular beach, if you want to go out there and just sit and be quiet by yourself. So a guy, this 16-year-old kid was out there, and these Latino kids started picking with his friend. And, they said even the police know, they said this young man is extremely respectable. And apparently he was like, come on, you guys, you don't have to do that. Come on, y'all. I'll take my friend, and we'll go. So the Latino kids, a group of them, they started beating him up because he was asking them in a polite manner to leave his friend alone. So they started stomping him in the head, kicking him in the face, stabbing him, calling him the N word, calling him gay slurs. Mostly they were calling them the N word, and they were laughing. And you can see some of the video where they're actually jabbing him. So right now, he's doing better. But they said it was like a week where he was fighting for his life. So they're talking about it wasn't a hate crime, but when the mother let them hear the videos where they was calling him the N word over and over again, kicking him in the face, stomping him in the head, and stabbing him, he couldn't do anything except for cover his face. And so they talking about they just want to question the boys to see what happened. You don't have to question them because, for one, they already made racial comments. Two, they tried to take that boy's life, and then I think they spit on him or something. I'm not 100% clear, but this is a horrific story. You know what I'm saying? And this is what the Latino people are doing out here to black people, and they're wondering why. If you're, and I'm not trying to incite, any violence. Please do not take this and get mad and start going off and acting crazy. But this is the reason why black people and Latino people can't get along. It could be two black people standing somewhere minding their business, and then a crowd of Latino people will walk up and say, oh, there's two black people by themselves. And then they'll start trying to attack them. And then when those black people fight back and beat them up, then they cry victim, which is crazy. It's absolutely crazy out here. And I'm like, black people living in areas that they've been living in for years. Then the Latino people move in. Then they start firebombing their house with Molotov cocktails and, assaulting old black women. But guess what? If it was a group of black people out, they wouldn't do that. So that's why we say that they got the hyena effect, under the coyote effect. They won't attack you one on one, but if it's a group, they'll attack you, and you're like helpless at that point. So it's really bad here in California in certain parts. So this little boy here is going to be traumatized for the rest of his life for nothing. And his mom is trying to fight, but they're steadily saying that it's not a hate crime. How can you say it's not a hate crime?
And
Hello?
I'm piggyback on that. See, people
Hi, Raymond.
uh respect me, Rob. There's other people of lighter skin tone. I ain't talking about the Hispanics. I ain't talking about them. Right?
Okay.
Has just said the N word. Right? And have got federally
Right.
charged for just saying that as a hate crime. Right?
Right. Right.
But yet, these group of boys spitting, yelling racial slurs at this young man, and you say it's not a hate crime? Then what is a hate crime?
Right.
See, see, I'm gonna go down this hole right now. I'm gonna go down this hole right now because I'm feeling good right now. I'm gonna go down this hole. Bear with me. When people of our own skin tone, right, say the N word, right?
Right.
I sometimes feel like it's a hate crime against your own people, your own community. If we're gonna go
Right.
there, if we're gonna go there with that word, right? So
Right.
just like I said at the beginning, this it's the outside. We know that don't like us, right? We already know the outside don't like us. And then
Right.
there's some people in our own community that don't like us. And there's
True.
us. There's us that hear all these things and we try to do our best to do what we do.
Right.
Yeah, I see you put that rabbit hole. You know I'm going down the rabbit hole on this one. You already know it. Cause guess what? It's the truth. It's the truth. It's the truth. Cause think about it. Every demographic, every ethnic group, every nationality, not saying myself per se or you, that there's some people in our community don't like Hispanics, don't like whites, don't like other people, no matter who they are. Could black be racist? Could black people be racist? That's a yes no question. They said we can't.
Yeah, black people can be racist. Yeah, they can. Most
Yeah.
definitely.
Mm-hmm. And, and I already know I made somebody mad when I said that, right? You already know I made somebody mad.
Well, you know
I made
what?
somebody
You
mad.
gotta hear the truth someday.
Cause the truth,
You got
cause you're right. And every time somebody use that word, right? The N word, right?
hmm
I don't even know how to use it. I don't even use it. But
I do. It don't
I
bother
tell
me.
people, yeah, it don't bother me. But yet, why would I want to get at somebody else that's not in front of our community using the word and our own community use the same word?
No, no, I'm saying the reason why they did like a study, and they asked, why do you use the word in? And a lot of people, that when they did the little study, they were saying because we wanted to take the sting out of it, and we flipped it from the meaning that they meant to ignorant, or something like that, like what up my in, like what up my, like that. um they wanted to take the sting out of what the word really meant. And I can understand that, but to me it hits different when a person from a different race says it, because if we say it to each other, it don't mean nothing. But if a person from another race says it, it's like they come in with straight hatred, from the depths of their soul with it. So it is a difference. When you hear another person say it's like me saying something, you know uh a racial slur against a Caucasian person or Asian person or Hispanic person. Now, if you call them a racial slur, they'll get ticked off, but they don't mind running around saying, "What up, my end? What up, my end?" And I have to tell this young boy, I said, first of all, you don't have the same color, you don't have the same background, you don't have the same history, you don't know what the struggle words. We use that word because we try to take the sting out of it. Now, hearing you say it, I don't care if you are talking to your friend, it's still very disrespectful. And I said, and you could run into a person that has a very, very bad issue with that word in my community and knock your snot box off. I said, so you need to say, "What up, my boy? What's up, homie?" Change that, because you can't use it the way we do. And I don't know who gave you a pass for that, but they probably let you get a pass for that so they can watch you get beat up by somebody. And so that I never heard that child say that word again,
But
because I'm gonna keep it real.
but I got to push back on that, right? It ain't no different.
Enough
We
going
said
down
we
the
said it.
rabbit
Said,
hole.
hey, look, it ain't look. It ain't no different from somebody in our community said to one another, or somebody else outside the community said to one of us in the community. It don't take no sting out of it. You see what I'm saying? If you know your history, if people
Well,
know their
now
history,
you
it
do,
don't
but it
take.
does to me. It don't
It don't.
bother me though, because if it's
What is
another black
look?
person,
But so why would you want to call another black person stupid and ignorant? You see what I'm
well,
saying?
I wouldn't just straight up. I wouldn't, like, if you pee me off, that may be the first thing I
Mhm.
say, because I may not want to say a cuss word towards you at the moment, but I may want to say something like that because I don't want to have to say, "Oh, Jesus Christ, please forgive me for calling him something that's not on his birth certificate." Because if you older than 50, you probably got that on your birth certificate anyway.
But I look
And
at
I'm
it this
not
way
trying
right
to be
here. See, tell you why other people says it right. I'm tell you why other people says it. Cause if people in our community is calling the other person the N word, it's just like why we gonna cry? It's just like we cry about police doing this to people in our community, right? And we said we get this right here, get this for other people out of our community, but yet it going on in our community. Why you want to get mad at that? You see
right,
what I'm saying?
because but
You see where I went with that? You see where I went with that? Why you want to get mad at
I
somebody else saying
understand what you're saying. I understand what you're
it?
saying, but it's different. Like we have like people that we're associated with, and a lot of women, and a lot of women, not all of them, because I know that a few people I know that have a black husband and they have mixed kids that will never use that word. But we have a few friends out here. One is married to a she's Latino, she's married to a black man, and another one is white and she's married to a I mean no, she's blackish, she's black and she's married to a Caucasian man. And the Hispanic girl, she go, "Oh, in, oh, my in." And I turned around, I said, "You know what? Don't use that word around me. I have black." I said, "I don't care if you got black what. Don't use that word around me. You don't have the right to use that word. Don't you?" And I said, "And you probably call your kids that, which is really disrespectful." I said, "So you really don't need to use that word. You need to take that out of your vocabulary, period." And she was like, "No other black people have problems with it." I said, "Well, you found one today. Don't use that word around me." So when she see me, she will not say that word at all. So, because a lot of black people give, like, people out here. I'm talking about for out here in California. I'm not talking about around. the rest of the United States. But a lot of black people here in California give Latinos and other races a pass to say the N word. Me, I'm not gonna give you no pass because that may
But
flip out your mouth too.
but the thing is, like what I'm saying is, you're not gonna get them a pass. Do you give the people, black people, a pass for saying it?
I don't give nobody a pass for it, but if you say it and I know you just talking to me and it's a part of your vocabulary because that's as far as your understanding is, that's just sometimes some people that's just how they talk. And if you can redirect them and help them not use that word, that's a plus. But some people just use that word because that's the only it's the people that they were raised around that may have used that word all throughout in conversation. You can't just tell people you better not. You but this girl, she wasn't growing up using that word. She just started using that word because she got married and felt like she can do what we do. No, you can't. But as far as people's dialect, it depends on the speech. I can't say the word. It depends on what they grew up saying. If that's something that they grew up saying in their in their home, in their neighborhood, and they all that stuff in their family, then you can't expect for them to change that overnight. That's something that they're gonna have to hear somebody say, you know what, that's not good. You know, you can't really use that word because some people may take offense to it. But if that's all they know, if that's their education level, if their comprehension level is just that, you cannot blame them for that. You know, it's what they know. And some people don't, some people have never been outside of Compton, California, and all they know is hood gang banging and acting a fool. So do you get mad at them for not knowing because they don't want to learn? You can't get mad at people if they don't want to learn and they don't want to change. I'm
I
married
I'm
to a
talking
black.
about, I talk about, I talk about,
Okay.
I talk about the whole situation. You see what I'm saying? The ones that see, I don't use a
Situation.
word. See, I get on my number. I'm Becky. I get on my number for using it. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah,
But
but that's
uh,
your choice. That's what I'm saying.
but hold on, let me finish. Let me finish. Let me finish. But all at the same time, all at the same time, the one that using the N word in our community around that word, whatever, you can't get mad at somebody else using it. You see what I'm saying? That outside the community.
Yes, yes, you can.
Hold on, let me finish. Cause what if they grew up around using that word?
You know
Same
what?
difference.
It depends on how no, it depends on how they learned that word. There's a difference in how you learn that word. Now you can have a family that don't like black people at all and grew up saying them ends, them ends, them ends, them ends, and you have a black person that don't have the education or don't know, they just don't understand, they don't get it. This is something that's embedded. Like I listened to a dude, he said, what am I in? Yeah, my in. Oh, my in. Nah, my in. And it was like that. And I'm like, dang, you done said like 45 of them. You know what I'm saying? But it wasn't it wasn't disrespectful. This is the way that these people, when they, some, not all, some of the gangbangers, some of the people that live in those areas where the schools aren't giving them the best of education, maybe the family um are illiterate, you know, which I hate to see in this time of day. And or maybe just the family just like, look, this the way I talk, and ain't nothing you gonna do to change it, period. So if you don't like it, get the flip out of my face. So you can't do anything about those people. But the ones that, let's say in a Caucasian family, they grew up calling people racial slurs, not just for black people, the N word. Those are the people right there. Those are people that mean harm and hate. You know, because if you call another black person the N, it don't sting that bad. It doesn't. It doesn't sting that bad, especially knowing what black people have come from and how they use the word and why they use the word. But it doesn't sting as bad.
Yeah, but I'm tell you why I said that. I'm tell you why I said that though. Together, because way some of the people in our community use the N word. it hit the same way as other people use it. See what I'm saying?
Not to me. Not to me. Maybe to you, but not to me.
I'm tell you why. Cause if a person in our community get mad at you like that, right? Get mad at you like that, they gonna use the N-word. Which way you gonna take it?
Send Armando the link, because we're not dropping it in the chat. Send it to Armando.
Oh, he can get up here. He can get up here anyway. He can get up here.
Oh, so somebody dropped the link. Oh, that's probably not even him.
That is him. That's him. All capital. He got capital letters, and he got a wrench. He can get up here. He okay. But he gonna he gonna monitor anyway. See what I'm saying? So he got access to it. So he really gonna.
She said. Unique said, "I don't know about all y'all, but some white people don't like to be called donkey with the H." See, that's why she got issues. She got serious issues. Hello, Redwood.
I'm just send it to Armando right quick. Hold on together. Armando, you just monitored back who's back there. That's all he gonna do. But it's like this right here. When a man,
take the link out,
person gets mad, the link over there. But
if Armando's in the back, remove the link.
No, he come on here by himself. But I'm saying he monitored the back. Who's back there? And who to let up, who not to let up.
Somebody else. Okay.
You understood what I just said?
Hey, B-Rob.
Yeah. But it's like this right here.
I understand you. Listen, wait a minute. I understand you. Okay, there's nothing that you are saying that is incorrect. You get what I'm saying? I'm not debating whether you're correct or not. But what I'm saying is for everybody else is different. Where you feel a certain way, not everybody feels that way. Where I feel what I feel, not everybody feels that way, is what I'm saying. So what's good for you is not always good for everybody else. So if somebody wants to use the N-word in the Black community, it's different versus a white person saying it.
So salute, sis, salute. You're absolutely right together. Hey, look, D True. We see, I hear a lot of brothers and sisters saying that and what you're saying. And when you say that, brother, you're actually giving those racist Caucasians a pass when you say that. Because let me finish, man. Let me finish. Let me land the plane, brother. Let me land the plane. All right. Now, how many times have you been out at the club, bro, and you done seen a group of females, they hanging out and everything, they calling each other bitches? All right, it's a term they use, bro, because they know each other like that. You understand what I'm saying? They know each other like that. I done heard white girls that when they hang out with each other, they call each other cunts. But let somebody from the outside call them a cunt. Let a white dude call them a cunt. Let anybody outside of their white girlfriends call them a cunt. They gonna be, man, they gonna put a blade on your ass or they gun.
Yep.
Every group has their slang terminology that's off limits to others. Women call each other bitches when they hanging out at clubs with one. They be like, bitch, come on. Bitch, what you doing, bitch?
Yeah.
What's wrong with you? They do that. But if you do it or if I do it, bro, we crossing the line. We crossing the line, bro.
Yes.
You know what I'm saying? So I mean, they know when it is a big difference, bro. You grew up in West Sharma. Now, come on. You grew up in West Sharma, bro.
This is what I'm saying. This is what I'm saying. This is what I'm saying. I know how some people use it, right? Okay.
We grew up using it, man.
NIGGA. A brother get mad at another brother, right? And use it just like them outside, like the white folks use it. Then what? And they do.
But
you don't get mad, right?
But D Truth, and D-Truth at the same time on one of my happiest days when I was walking down that street, you came outside and said, "Oh, Amos, why you smiling so hard?" What did I say? Nigga, I finally got me some.
But you want more? But what have I told you though? Have I since I learned what the real meaning of that word, I mean, with the A or the E on it?
Man, look, dog. Look.
I told you, I don't like using that word.
That word, and that's your prerogative. But you know what, though, man? For a minute, when I got like in my late 30s, like mid to late 30s and my early 40s, instead I replaced the NIGGA with clowns. What up, what y'all clowns? Look, man, dudes in the hood got more offended by me saying clowns. It took Teasy, Teasy to, he pulled me on the back. He was like, "Look, man, don't call me no clown." He said, "Bro, I'd rather you call me a nigga. I'd rather you call me a nigga." That word belongs to us, man. That belongs to us. That don't belong to no other group, bro. That belongs to NIGGA. Man, Pop put a song out about that, bro. Back in the days, he put a song out about that. NIGGA, bro. Our culture and our community embraced that. We created that. Now, the people on the other side of the tracks, it's a big difference between NIGGA and NIGGER, bro. Big difference.
But like I said,
big damn difference.
Yeah, I'll tell you what the difference is, though. When you half-sided all that, what you said, right? It's a different where a man get mad at you and says it in our community. They mean it the opposite way. You see what I'm saying? And then when you saying it, and when we say it, and me and determine them or whatever, what you think they look? How you think the other side looking at us? You feel what I'm saying?
Look, but the thing is, we have to quit doing that because they call each other all kinds of derogatory stuff too. That we don't use. Look, I done heard plenty of white girls. And they were friendly. Man, I was just in Walmart. I heard two white girls about half drunk calling each other cunts, man. But I ain't finna go out there calling no damn white person no cunt. White folks call each other the C word all the time. I ain't finna go out there doing that, insulting no white person, calling them the C word.
You're right about that.
And not only that, they get mad and call each other slut too.
You know what we say?
Sorry.
Yeah, they call each other slut. What you doing, huh? They call each other. Huh?
We got to get these young people, get their vocabulary up. You see what I'm saying?
But it be the older people that's giving them words. It's not even the young people. It's what they hear the older people saying.
Look, man, and it's passed down from generation to generation, man. Come on, man.
Yeah.
We heard look, how many times, man, we done walked in the den and our uncles then was in there, shooting dice. Nigga, you see that? It landed on the 7. No, nigga, it landed on the 6. No, nigga, it landed on the 7. Come on, man. I don't went and look when my uncles them used to come over there and my aunts and Doc them would go in one room and my uncle them be down there in the damn den shooting dice, man. Come on, we're flying all over the place. When I got grown, when me and you got grown, and we was running the streets of West Sharma, our part of West Sharma, we were like NWA. We were like NWA, man. Look, we had our fun. Our parents had their fun, bro. Let these young folks have their fun, bro.
Right.
I ain't finna go around to these young folks acting like I was a damn monk when I was their age. Hell no.
Right.
But the thing is, what I was trying to say is, you gotta teach them what the word actually originated from. You see what I'm saying? so they get that effect.
The word, yes, and you know what? The Niggr, you doing right. I set my son down, and I told him where that word Niggr, Nigger. Number what I told my son is, and he don't use the word because I told him, I said, look, son, your situation different from mine. All right, I'm fully 100% African American. Both your grandparents are black. I said, one of your parents happened to be Asian. All right. And the other one happened to be African American. So it may not be a good idea for you to ever use that, once you get out in the real world. That starts at home. That starts at home. That's something. And believe me, bro, just like that word flies out of the mouths of those people on the other side of the tracks, they learn it from their parents too. They hear the jokes. Mm-hmm. They have the little racist jokes and stuff. That's where they pick it up from, bro. They pick it up. They grew up hearing it in church. They grew up hearing it at the dinner table. When the parents get drunk and they go telling them little racist jokes and everything, they pick it up at home, bro. So they could teach. They could easily teach their kid. Look, man, it's 2024. They could easily teach their kids, hey, that's a word that is off limits to us. They use it as a term of embracement. They use that. That's their culture. They use that, and they're words that we use. That's a part of our culture.
Right. Yeah, and it could be easily said that all depends where you grew up at. You know what I'm saying? And like you said, other side of the track in our community, it all starts in the house. You see what I'm saying?
Yeah.
And sometimes we use it. You know what I'm saying? We use it in the wrong situation. At the wrong time around the wrong people, because guess what? It gonna trigger something. Like, I've been around people. You know how back where we grew up at, the donkey with the H in front of it, right? The use. I heard that a lot. I'm like, talking about them other people's side of the track. But I'm like, okay. You already know I don't even say the N-word, regardless. But at the same time,
you don't. I give you that. You don't. But you say something that could be considered a little worse. You know what you use a lot? What you substitute the N word for? MF. MF. And MF, if you think about it now, you are in. See, let me explain the word MF to you, because I know you're trying to get your monetization back, so I ain't gonna say that word.
He the king of MFs.
You are insinuating that a dude F's his mother, okay, which could be more insulting than the Nigga. You feel me?
Yeah, but at the same time, all the peers who are calling that, if they get offended, guess what? Hey, you arguing, it might be true. You see what I'm saying?
And I just want to say something. I just want to say something to everybody. All jokes aside, for real. I just want to say something, for everybody, for the people in the bushes and the people in the chat. This brother right here, my brother, I've been knowing him for 40 years. I've been knowing him since the Sandbox, okay? Totally different than the West Sharma days. The West Sharma days, N-word, all kinds of words. But when he came back from the military, this man was totally different. He rarely cursed. He don't use the N-word. He does not use it. And so he ain't up here capping. This is real. This brother's real. He rarely curses. The only time D-True curses together is when he gets angry. And 9 times out of 10, his go-to would be the MF. He'll call you the MF before he'll call you the N-word.
I look like that. When I get mad and use that right there, you better use that, because I be wanting to get my hands on
It's go time. He used that MF. He ready to fight when he used that MF.
Oh Lord.
Yeah.
So hold on a second, did you? I want to talk to Armando about this. So
Go
Armando,
ahead.
out here in California, there was a beach called Dockwaller Beach. There is a 16-year-old boy. He was on the beach with his friend. They were sitting there chilling. A group of Latino kids came up and started picking on his friend. And then he's very mild mannered, very respectful. All the reports that you're getting from schools, neighbors, everybody said that he's not a confrontational kid. And he just said, "Can you please leave my friend alone?" And they pulled out knives and started stabbing him, kicking him, stomping him in the head, videoing it, calling him the N word, possibly spitting on him. And this went on for a minute. I don't know how they end up, who called the police or whatever. They took his phone and stuff. I think they robbed him too. And they're saying that it wasn't a hate crime. How can it not be a hate crime when you're stabbing, kicking, calling this young man the N word? I just want to ask you your perspective.
The Justice Department is going to have to take over and look into that. Salute to you, Silverback. The Justice Department is going to have to take over and look. Yeah, the Justice Department, because locally they're not going to do anything about it. So it's going to have to go.
D-Truth. Sorry, share my screen, D-Truth.
Oh, no, I know how to do it. I got it.
Yeah.
I don't know how to. You have to blow it up to make it bigger. You have to do that on your end.
Hold on. I don't want to blow it up too big. Can you see that?
That's Tony back there. Hey, what's going on, brother?
It says a 16-year-old boy was stabbed and beaten multiple times by multiple people at Dockwalla Beach during a vicious assault captured on video. The teen's mother, Frankie, says her son suffered a concussion and spent days in the intensive care unit with several injuries. He had a tube going through his chest. He had a collapsed lung they had to repair, and they had to repair the other lung. Frankie said, that's his mom, they had to take a camera inside his stomach to check and see if there were anything else going on in his stomach because there was so much blood. I mean, if you see the picture, I didn't want to show the picture. And so they were saying basically that, it happened on February 10th it was a bonfire party at the beach. She said the fight started after her son tried to help a friend, and and he was not the agitator. Even the police are saying that he wasn't the agitator. So being that he's not the agitator, the people are trying to say that it wasn't a hate crime, but all they kept calling him was N.
Oh,
and
okay.
spitting on him and stuff on his head.
Now, the part about the agitator, that's not the issue here together. The issue is that the kid he died. Did he die?
No, he's still alive right now. No, he's alive still. Thank God he's alive.
Okay, the kid that got stabbed was not the original target. That is what the defense is going to say. They're going to say that the original target was not the kid that got stabbed. It was the kid that he was taken up for. That was the target. So it's going to be kind of a slippery slope. Because the defense can play that. Go ahead.
I don't think they're going to be able to play this one because there are so many powerful people in the community that know this young man, from my understanding, and they all said that he's a very mild-spoken, very mild-mannered kid that never got into any trouble. But those kids, they believe, were possibly agitating other people before they got where they were. But see, that's what happens here in California in a lot of parts. Like you'll see a single or two Black people sitting down chilling, and you'll see a group of Hispanics, they'll come up and start assaulting the Black person, and I think it's really crazy that, that takes place. And then you try to cushion and try to cape for the people that actually did the assaulting. assaulting. So we have a district attorney named Gascon. We're trying to get rid of him because it seems like whatever assault takes place, he wants to give the criminal a ticket to get out of jail, and then right after they get the daggone citation, they're back committing another crime. So we're trying to get rid of him. You know, because he's not pressing these charges.
Okay, all right. I think some charges will eventually be filed. I think it will at least be a trial. But this is the thing, okay? Now, the defense, you got to play devil's advocate in a situation. The defense is going to argue that the kid that got stabbed was not the original target. That was, you know, that his clients were targeting the other kid and not the one that got stabbed.
Okay, so my question is, if that gentleman that was being targeted and you are, okay, like you and D Truth are standing there and saying you knew was with me and your defense and you knew, and I was like, okay, D Truth, can you like really, we'll just go another place. We'll just get up and pack our stuff up. And then somebody from your crew just start attacking me for saying, okay, we'll just gather our stuff and go. How can you say that how can you defend that? There's no way to defend that.
Okay, so say like if you and D Truth, okay, and you're let's just say hindsight. Okay, D Truth is a black guy. You're a Caucasian chick, okay? And I come along and I'm saying all kinds of racial things to you, all right? And you are my original target. D Truth step in to defend you, and he catches the blade, all right? It's gonna be assault with a deadly weapon. It won't be a hate crime because you were my original target. He ran interference. Now, had he not been there,
No, but you're calling me. You have your video camera, okay, while you're assaulting D Truth, calling him nigga, stupid, kicking him in the face, sticking him and doing all that. You're using racial slurs and you can hear it super clear. And the other people in the background are laughing and helping assault D Truth. So that is more than just a attempt. That's a hate crime. Because the word was used, and that's what the problem is.
But you know, the thing about it is, calling someone a racial word is not a crime, unfortunately. How many times we done been called the N word? Yeah, how many times we done been? Where
it is here?
Okay, so if a white person calls you the N word, it's a crime in California.
Yep, I will go to the police and they will arrest them because they say that's an assault out here. That's a racial assault.
Okay, well,
because there was a councilwoman and she was on they was doing a Zoom meeting because of you know, the Bud Light, and some white guy was joining. He was just a civilian like joining it, and he called her the N word. They saw who he was and they got him and they arrested his ass. Sure did.
Okay, so I'm gonna tell you what's gonna happen then. All right, I wasn't aware that California. I mean, good for California. You know what I'm saying? Hopefully other states follow suit with that. So what's gonna happen is, unfortunately, all right, he's gonna catch two. He's gonna catch two assaults, one verbal on the kid that didn't get stabbed, and the one that got stabbed is going to get assault with a deadly weapon and probably attempted murder, but it won't catch up. I doubt if he get the hate crime. I doubt that.
No, they was calling him. They was calling him the one that got attacked with the knife. They was calling him in while they were stabbing him.
Oh, okay, all right. Okay. So okay. So I didn't. Okay. So if they were calling him a racial slur while they were stabbing him, and they got it on video, oh yeah, that's a hate crime. He gone.
Yes, it's on video. Yeah,
it's going to have to. But those charges are going to have to be brought up federally. by the Justice Department. So the DOJ is that's their jurisdiction, not California, not whoever your prosecutor or DA is at. That is a federal. You remember, hate crime is a federal crime. So the DOJ is going to have to come in and investigate, like they did with Trayvon Martin, and like they did with what's her name? You know what I'm talking about, D-Truth, the Congresswoman. Her son, they got murdered down there in Jacksonville at that gas station.
Oh, yeah. I know who you're talking. I can't think of her name.
Macbeth.
Yeah, Macbeth. Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, and the bottom line is that the Justice Department got a whole lot of them on their plate right now. You know what I'm saying? And look like the wheel of federal wheel of justice is turning slow because of that. Because there's a whole lot of people getting away with a whole lot of different stuff. Right.
Well, the thing about it is, bro, whatever you jump down, because you were fine before you jumped down. The thing about it is the locals will have to do their investigation first. You feel what I'm saying? Together, they have to do their investigation first. Then the DOJ is going to come in and do their investigation, and I guarantee you, federal charges are going to be brought up against those fellas. Yeah, they're gonna get hit with some federal charges. Ain't no doubt about
it. Hey, Tony, how you doing?
What's going on, Tony? What's going on, brother? Happy Friday to you.
Same to you, same to y'all, man. Man, it's a blessing to be here.
You
man.
like that little show earlier?
Oh man, yeah.
You like that little show?
Yeah.
Tony said, "Oh, what's going on here?"
Right on time, man. But I can always get me a dose of reality when I stop in there, man. That's why I come in. I told y'all, man, I'm never too old to stop learning, man. And I'm a sponge.
Amen, brother.
I'm willing to learn, baby. Teach me.
Amen.
Help me to help me, please.
Yeah,
it seems like every time I get on a panel with my sister, I learn something new about the state of California. It never fails.
Yeah.
She schools me on something new about her state. Man.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, that's why.
It's just like we were talking about that bully that took that drink, that Gatorade from that boy he was bullying and charged the mother. I'm trying to figure out how the prosecutor worded that one. I don't see what they charge her with. That shouldn't be she shouldn't even be charged with that.
Oh, here in America, you can be charged with anything, man. It's all about the wording, the language in those charges. That's what it's about.
But how you gonna charge a woman for getting her son or something that was probably for him, and a bully come taking and drinking and get sick?
It's crazy.
I can't get a mother explain to me about that. How in the world can you charge the mother for something that a bullet took from her son?
That's crazy. I can't even explain that.
How do you charge? It's not like that shooting up that small town up in Illinois, right? That small little town in Illinois where the mother and father went and bought their son a gun knowing he had some mental health issues. Not the same thing.
Jordan Wilson was in the chat. I had to get him up out of here. Jordan Wilson was in the chat trolling.
Well, you know, it's always, man. No matter where you go, you're gonna get that. You know, it's all a part of life, man. You dig? It's all a part of life. We take it with a grain of salt, man. You did just right, man. You booted that shit right on out of there.
People are just silly. They ain't got nothing to do.
Yeah.
Sitting in
It's sad. Hold on. I just want to say this. I just want to say this. I don't understand how someone can have smoke for a YouTuber that has never met a day in his life, but don't have that same energy for a man that blew his son's head off. I just don't understand.
Oh my God.
I don't understand.
Whoa.
Let's just go with that flow right there. Let's go with that flow right there, right? Okay.
Are you serious?
Tony, explain it to me, brother. How is it, man? And I know you've seen some fools on here, man, that will beef with people that they've never met. Don't even pin it, brother. Don't even pin it. Because see, they want to teach you. I want to
try to pin it.
Take it off the screen. Take it off the screen.
Yeah, because that's not worthy to even be up there.
Yeah, because they do stuff like that to try to get you clapped.
Right. And I'm not even going to try to justify and say it was somebody of color, man. It could have been anybody, man. But the point of these shows and these topics be informative, man, to help elevate and educate.
Trying to get it out of there.
No matter what the color your race is, it's about trying to help elevate each other, helping you to learn the shit that's going on in your city, these laws, so you can better prepare yourself to deal with situations that come about. Now, when we get ignorance that come in like this, man, you know, we don't need that right now because we've been ignorant to each other for too long. You know what I'm saying? So now is the time to come together in unity and in understanding. And let's help elevate each other, man. See, we all can learn. We just got to be teachable.
Right.
Yeah.
Right.
That's why some of us America they what I had said earlier, Tony. I said some people need to have common sense. I forgot common sense ain't coming to some folks, and some come that. To some folks don't compute in the common sense section. You feel what I'm saying? So
true. She put it in the chat what happened.
Okay, I'm gonna put it up. You know what happened was he stole the first bottle, and then the mother put lemon salt and vinegar in the second bottle just in case he stole his Gatorade again, in which he did. Okay. So how's that mother fault? See, that goes back to what I'm saying. She protected her child, right?
Right.
She protected her child. But
that's a form of robbery, though. That's a form of assault.
See,
that's a form of assault, though. To be honest.
On who part?
The boy that stole his drink, he's the assaulter because he stole something that wasn't his property. Because if I walk up to Armando right now and snatch his phone, I just robbed him.
Yep. Kathy B said she would have did the same thing. But
I would not have put some X-Lax in there. He would have had a shitty day.
Ooh. Yeah. Ooh.
He been tooted and booted.
You a true Taurus. You're a true Taurus.
And the sad part about it is, got these so-called men get so mad at these. I know you don't got mad at your daughter and your son, right? You don't got mad at them. But you come back and talk to them, right?
Exactly.
Yeah.
One thing. Let me tell you something. I don't care how mad I get at my kids. Two things I will never do. Number one, I will never go 6 months without speaking to them. Number two, I will never wish death on my own kids. See, you got some idiots out here that are getting mad over a petty argument they done had with their own seed, their own child, fall out with them, hold a grudge against them for 6 months, wish death on them, or I hope you die. And then when it happened for real, they run around for the next 15 to 20 years with a chip on their shoulder, angry at the world, because of their own F-ups.
Yep.
Well, you couldn't have put it no better, man. Salute, man. You know what I'm saying? And
I bet
When
Kev had upset his stomach. I would have upset his whole ass because he would have been running like a fountain. Sorry,
you ain't
y'all.
never
I'm
lied though.
sorry.
You see, you
I'm
crazy
so
just like
sorry.
me. You crazy just
Hey,
like me. That's what
I
I
don't know
love
what's
about
gonna
you.
come out my
You
mouth.
crazy just like
Armando.
me.
But
Hey, Armando. I'm like this right
Yeah.
here. Look,
yeah,
she ain't
see,
got to worry about baby. Hey, look, she got to worry about baby with have no bullies.
they got
Mm-mm.
her.
No,
They
no.
got her. They got the mom just for that retaliation piece, man. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah,
That's the
Yeah,
yeah,
that's
I
another
wouldn't give a
thing
damn.
too.
that's the
That hey, but you got to
yeah.
because look, these knuckleheads ain't worth you losing your freedom over. They are locking these parents up left and right for jumping in and handling their kids. Sometimes you just gotta let them look. You gotta let them handle they let them. You gotta let them get knuckled up a little bit. Let me. That's gonna toughen them up. You
Yeah,
can't jump. You can't save them. You know what I'm saying? Once look, if it's two kids and both are 9 years old or both are 10 years old, all right, and it's a one on one, but that child is yeah bullying your kid or whatever. Look, I don't give a damn how mad you get. If you jump in it, they gonna lock your ass up. They're gonna
yeah.
lock your ass
But
up.
Yep. I told my kids to beat their ass. I didn't
Yeah.
but
play. I said I didn't tell you how to do it. Win.
it's
Just
like
win.
it's like this right here. It's like hey, yeah. I hear what you're saying, but at the same time, if the kid don't told everybody he can tell, and that happened, is that's the least of their worry that happened. You see what I'm saying? Why you think some of these kids go off themselves or go shoot up the
No,
damn
where
school?
you go, where you can illegally go after the parents now. You can legally go after the parents now. There's a way. There's avenues that you could take. You know
yeah.
what I'm saying? You can reach out to the you can reach out to the other kids' parents, give them a warning, and let them know, hey, if it continues,
We go.
I'm going to the police.
Yeah, yeah. You know, it's
Yep.
Because
avenues
look, no parents want that problems. They don't want them kind of problems, bro.
Sure
for
don't.
real.
Mm-mm.
For real, Jack. I don't need the
Sure
popo
don't.
in my shit. Not
Hell
right now.
no. And you better believe they gonna straighten their kid up. They gonna straighten their kid up. For
Yeah.
real.
Oh
See,
yeah,
we got
they do that out
yeah,
here.
too
yeah.
many soft ass parents that's producing these weak ass kids today, man. And the laws set up to where parents can't really be parents because them alphabet people come in and that fucks up the shit. You know what I'm saying? So me, I'm still old school, man. I was brought up old school. I don't see nothing wrong with old school. If you fuck up in the streets, you get your ass whooped in the street. Wherever you fucked up at, that's where my mama whooped my ass at. You know what I'm saying? And
Yeah,
Mm.
I learned
yeah.
real quickly that
You
while
know,
I'm out,
you know
when I'm
what,
in the
Tony?
public,
Tony,
what?
one time my son told me, I'm gonna call 911. I said, when you call them, tell them to bring you something to wear because you walking out of here ass butt naked.
The way you
You're not
came in the
taking nothing I
world,
bought you.
that's right. The way you came in, that's how they come to get your ass. Cause all this shit is mine.
He said,
All
they're
this
not
shit.
gonna bring me no clothes. I said, then you're gonna be sitting on that cold ass seat. Call them. I don't care
Thank
nothing
you.
about no police. If they come in here, you bring them in my house, you gonna go to their house. I didn't
I
play that.
feel
My son never said that again.
for real. You
I
know what I'm
meant what I
saying?
said.
So, and I got a lot of love and respect for single moms, man. You know what I'm saying? Cause my mom was a single parent. Where me growing up, 'cause I don't know who my father is, but so she was a single mom, man, and she did what the best she could with what she had in the times that we was living. You know what I'm saying? And it helped me become a better person that I am today through the trials and experiences that I went through. You know what I'm saying? So we gotta let our kids like my man Mondo was saying, man, let them niggas knuckle it up, you know, and let
That
them know.
part.
Look, it's okay to get your ass whooped. Just learn how to fight a little better. You did,
Mm.
you know,
Yeah.
and
Okay,
once you do it,
so
what?
sorry. So let me ask you. I'm asking all three of you guys this question, and I want to see what answers I get. And I might get three different answers. Let's say your kid is in the ninth, no, the eighth grade, and some senior in the 12th grade is bullying your kid, and he's much bigger than your kid. Do you really think that your kid should be knuckling up with a big old fool like that?
No, and in a situation, I can go ahead and give you a quick answer, and I'm quite sure the other two would agree with me. 12th grader is practically a grown adult. Oh,
Yep.
you go down to the police station and you press charges.
Right.
Okay.
You pressing charges. Now,
Now,
I don't know about them. I'm pressing charges because that's an adult effing with a child. Then you that's a whole different ball game. Then
I respect that. I respect that.
Look
But
at
for
my
me,
attorney. What's up, attorney?
but for me coming up, my mom and them and grandmama and them always told me if somebody hits you, hit their ass back, and if they bigger than you, pick up something and beat their ass with it. You dig what I'm saying? And that's how I was brought up, for real.
But Tony, if it's a 13, okay, so if they're in the 8th grade, 9 times out of 10, they probably like either 13 or 14 years old. A senior is going to be somewhere between 17, 18, depending on if their birthday is like in late May, they could even be 19. Okay, so a situation like that, bro, that becomes that right there is I ain't putting my kid in no situation where they in the 8th grade, they practically fighting another grown man. No, I'm pressing charges.
Now, like I say, I respect you for that. But in situations like that, when it's like in the moment, you ain't thinking about no motherfucking police. You trying to hurry up, either rectify the situation or get the fuck away.
Yes,
y'all hit that like that, please.
Well, now if you speaking in street terminology, I'm calling up some of my nephews that's in their early 20s, and they gonna go handle that shit. You know what I'm saying? That would be that really would. I just don't want to say it out loud. That would really be my first alternative.
And that's
Hold on. You knew saying something right here. She said her husband dad got with him, but when her husband was young, his dad said, if somebody is beating your brother, you better jump in. If you don't, you get a whooping.
Yeah.
But you know, a lot of these kids, they get bullied. I don't know if you noticed it. I noticed this a lot when I was in school. A lot of the kids that were getting bullied, they were like either the only boy, and they had like, if they did have a sibling, it was girls. They was either the only boy or they were the only child. Yeah. Rarely did you see somebody getting bullied that had got them 3 or 4 older brothers.
Right. That had brothers.
Very rare.
You know another thing about,
you know that old saying, monkey know what tree to climb.
You better know.
Yeah. And then the flip side of that, you know about a bully, right? Mm-hmm. Nobody a bully. Their parents or their brothers and sisters bullying them at home, right?
Mm-hmm.
Or they have got bullied and go a little bigger. So what do they know? I'm gonna go bully somebody else because I got bullied.
Mm-hmm.
But it's not so much as bullying. It's not so much as the parents bullying. A lot of cases in which I've seen, like when I studied for the CPS, it would be the parents may have like an addiction of some sort, and they would take out that aggression on that child. And it could be the only child with no siblings in the family. And so because they're angry and they don't have a way to talk and get counseling to know that it's not the appropriate way to handle your anger, so they go off and they take their anger out on another kid that is smaller than them. They're never going to choose anybody bigger than them because look, I'm looking at my dad. He's a big old man. So if he can beat me up, I'm going to go beat somebody up that's smaller than me. So it comes from homes where there's addiction and abuse if there's no other siblings there. So that's another key factor.
Yeah, but the main thing is if your child is being bullied, even after they become an adult, like in their early 20s or something like that, if they are being bullied and you are aware that they're being bullied, even online, you have to step in and do something about it. You don't want to be in a situation where your child being bullied and you ignore it, you don't step in and do anything about it, then boom, they catch up with them and something happens, and worst case scenario, they take their life. Like a situation that happened down in Texas. I think it was Houston, Texas. This kid was I think he was like 20 years old. He was being bullied, and his father, he was trying to tell his father was ignoring it. And yeah, you'll be all right, you'll be all right. The other kid was bullying them on Twitter. And the father ignored it. Hell, the father really didn't talk to him for 6 months. And then, 6 months later, the kid that was actually bullying his son ended up gunning him down at a fast food place.
Mm.
I mean, you cannot, that's why I said you never cut off lines of communication with your kids. No.
Man, amen.
Right. You know what? I had a situation with my son. He was in elementary, and he was telling me, I'm trying to keep my composure because I taught them, how to box and um, defend themselves pretty much. I used to play with them like, when I throw a punch, almost like I was teaching them how to box, because that's where I came from, where my family taught us how to defend ourselves. So there was this kid that was messing with my son, and my son came home crying, and he was like, I really don't want to hit him. I really don't want to hit him. I said, son, the only way you're going to get that respect is if you knock that sucker ass out the window of his classroom. Mm-hmm. So my son was like, okay. Look, my son had, oh my God, my son was such a comedian. He said, what that little thing? Because I had a little small thing of Vaseline. He like, I need that Vaseline. I said, for what? He put it in his backpack. And then he said, I'm wearing sweats today and some tennis shoes. I said, okay, what the hell going on? The same day they called me up. They called me and said, we need to have a meeting. My son came home. He said, I beat his butt. I kicked his ass. I said, watch your mouth. He said, well, I did what you said. He said, and the funny part, that punk couldn't even punch me back. I started laughing. He said, I said, nigga, my mama hit harder than you. And he just beat him up. So I went up to the school, and I'm sitting with his teacher, and the counselor was talking to me, and the principal was sitting on the other side, and the kid's mother came in. Oh my gosh, she was so ghetto and loudmouth. She was just like, yeah, where his mama at? Where his mama at? Yeah, I need to see about this. And she didn't know I was sitting there the whole time, just running her mouth, just loud. And then they told her, they said, ma'am, this is the young boy's mama. And I just gave her straight eye contact. I didn't let my eyes leave her, because you're not going to sneak one on me.
Right.
So I just kept staring her down. And then when she saw me, she sat there and she looked. She was like, oh, shoot, I didn't know that was you. And I'm just staring at her while she talking, and she looking away. And you know how we get, Mondo, we got that dead stare at you, right? Where we ain't breaking contact. And I'm just staring at her the whole time. Every word she say, I'm staring at her. Man, it was cold that day. That heifer was sweating like it was 100 degrees in there.
It was.
And they were looking at me. They were like, you all right? I'm like, I'm just trying to see which way she coming. I'm trying to see what direction she was talking all that mouth over there in the corner, what she was gonna do. And I say, what you gonna say? And I was calm. And they were like, okay, we scared. She too calm. But she's staring this lady down at the same time. Oh, yeah. So they told her to leave first. They wouldn't let me leave until she left.
Right.
They thought I was going to walk her through the driveway. I wasn't going to do none of that, lady. I just had to let her know, I'm not about to do what you're doing. I'm about to hurt you if you touch me.
I got to read this. I got to read all this comment you knew put in here. Right.
Go ahead.
First, she said this big guy at school was messing with her son, and her other son told that boy to stop, and the guy kept it up. So her son hit him in the throat, and that boy never messed with him again. Right?
Okay.
It's hard to fight when you can't breathe. Together, this for you right here. She said, "Not my baby fight." Then she goes on to say, together tag team with her son with laughing emojis.
For real, man. It's hard to fight when you can't breathe, man. When that air gone, you try to get some
Yeah.
air. Hit him in the throat,
No, I
Jack.
wasn't
That's a good
tag
move.
teaming.
That's a good
I
move
wasn't
right
tag
there,
teaming,
bro.
you knew. It's just that she came in there aggressive and I had to feel her out because a lot of people will sneak punch you, so you got to keep your hands on their you got to keep your eyes on their hands, and you got to keep your eyes on how their body language, because if she would have twitched the wrong way, I probably would have hopped across that table. I'm not the baddest person in the world, but you're not gonna hit me. I don't want nobody hitting me, especially if we're having a conversation. We can have the most heated conversation in the world. You can call me every name in the book, just don't put your hands on me, because then it goes to another level. And that's
Yeah.
where I was with it. I know, sis. I know I know. Yeah. So
Yeah.
this
But
is a. I
yeah.
appreciate you for not using that N word, but like I said, it's different for everybody else. You know what I'm saying? How do you feel about the N word, Tony?
It took me a minute to actually understand the true meaning and definition behind that word. Growing up, man, I'm gonna confess, man, I use it as a term of endearment until I got enlightened. You know what I'm saying? Because that's all I heard in the hood growing up. Nigga, what's up, my nigga? Woo, woo, woo. You know what I'm saying? So that's how we was using it. But once I got older and I learned about the terminology that is associated with sagging, and where all of that came from, and how they used that to keep the slaves from running, trying to escape. Oh, okay. Now, once I started educating myself and learning about it, the meaning of it, then it took on a whole new different meaning and perspective to me personally. Now, today, do I use it? Yeah. Do I use it as much and often as I did when I was younger? No.
Yeah.
And I only use it with certain people who I know feel comfortable using the word around me, and we know and understand the meaning and the intent behind us using it. You feel what I'm saying? Because a lot of us just
Yeah.
don't understand the intent behind it. So um, as of today, though, I it's neither here or there with me, because if the other races don't say it in our face, they saying it behind our back. So they still saying it. You know what I'm saying? So the word
Right.
is
Right.
being used. You know what I'm saying? So just just continue to respect the the people who are righteously justified of being offended of certain individuals using it, and understand why
Right.
they
Right.
feel that way. You know what I'm saying? And then, it'll be
Right.
a better thing. In my opinion. That's just me speaking.
Yeah. Right. But I have
Yeah.
respect, a whole lot of respect for D Truth, because like Armando said, he came back and he won't use that word. And you know what? That would be such a wonderful thing if I myself did not use that word, even if I never mean it in a harmful way. It would be
Mhm.
beautiful um, if we could follow his suit. You know what I'm saying? But it's so deeply embedded in my vocabulary that it's
And in our
almost hard
DNA.
to not say it yeah, when I'm talking to like people and I use it in the terms of endearment. So I really respect, and D Truth is very, very smart, very, very knowledgeable. Anything that we discuss, and when we get to trolls, they don't understand anything that we discuss. This man has put in time to actually study and research, and that's the thing about him. You're not going to catch him not researching and not studying and not knowing what he's talking about. Yeah, we could kick back on some of the stuff that he's saying, but this man puts time in, and he used to play these videos talking about the black culture, how everything
Mhm.
begun, and I've never seen some of that stuff in my life, and I can't wait till he get back to it, because it was educating,
Yeah.
and teaching us. And that's the thing with the internet. It you have people that know how to do research and find this stuff, and you have people that don't know how, but they're still going to kick against the knowledge that you and D Truth are giving to them because they don't want to believe it's real. Oh, that's just internet, but they're not understanding. You guys have taken the time to fact check all the stuff that you research and bring forward.
And we have to, in order to honor our truth to ourselves, we have to, you know what I'm saying? I can't come in here and try to bullshit people about the shit that I've experienced in my 65 years on this earth, man. I'm bringing life experiences to you as it happened in the facts. You know what I'm saying? I talk about Chicago, all of its good, its bad, its ugly, its indifferent. I talk about it all because I want everybody to know Chicago is the beautifulest place in the world to live. It's just the people, some of the people in it that fucks it up. You know what I'm saying? So once you get to that understanding and say, okay, I know I live in a community where we've been overlooked for so many centuries and years, to where now I gotta try to be that rose breaking out this concrete. You know what I'm saying? I'm gonna be that one to come through and let them know, even though I was rooted here, I still come through like this, strong. You know what I'm saying? So yeah. So and that's why I salute the truth. He gonna help me with that, not disciplining myself to not using that word so much. Like I say, I don't use it a whole lot, but I still, I still got little pockets where I still use that. You know what I'm saying? I still use that. So if I can get with him and he can discipline me on how to maintain my thought process on how not to use it, then I can join that club, because I would love to be in that club one day.
Right, that part.
Mm-hmm.
But I'm gonna say this right here, and that goes to our next thing, right? We go to our next thing. You know what I'm talking about? Together. What's her name was Schaefer?
Oh yeah. Oh, hold on a second. I just got something that flashed past my news. A helicopter carrying National Guard members and Border Patrol agents crashed in Texas, terminating 3.
That ain't nothing new. That is not nothing new.
Yeah.
Cause that ain't nothing
All
new.
these damn
Cause
planes falling.
yeah, everybody talk about. They look here. They talk about they're afraid to fly, but at the same time, they're not afraid. Look, it less plane crashes and more car crashes than it is, but nobody afraid to drive, are they?
Ain't that a trip?
That's
Ain't that a
true.
trip, though?
They showed a video last night where an airplane was going up in the air and the wheel fell off.
Mm-hmm. Fell on this lady car.
Yeah, and no reason I said that is because you cannot control the plane while you're in the air, right?
Right.
You can control your own car, but you can't control nobody else's car.
Right. Or the person that's driving the plane.
There you go. And then you want to blame somebody. Like remember them auto recall they had because the cars were catching on fire?
Yeah.
Mm-mm.
Yeah, I remember that.
I forgot what it is. Toyota, Subaru, something like that.
It was Toyota. They was having fires and shit, and they
Yeah.
had to be called.
Yeah. And now I'm gonna tie this all in right here. It's just like you fight the government, right?
Mm-hmm.
Okay.
You fight the government. Together know I'm going for to go with this, don't you? Give me time to get it ready.
Down the rabbit hole.
Uh-huh. Just like that Miss Schaefer lady was telling all the CPS secrets, right? And
exposing them, yep.
what happened to her?
Well, she was like a congresswoman for Georgia, and she and her husband, she hold on, let me pull up. She was like a congresswoman for Georgia or something like that, and she started exposing CPS from their, for their corruption. And so they were in their 70s, I believe. Let me share my screen. Hold on. Let me get there. Yeah, they were in their 70s. She and her husband, they were a pillar of the community. And all of a sudden, they ended up deceased. There you go. They ended up deceased, and they tried to say that she and her husband did a termination suicide, and it wasn't that way. So she and her spouse were taken away at the same time. This is her, and she was the one that was busting. She was busting CPS for the corruption that they were doing. So he in there with his big mouth. Yeah, they said I believe he was 74 and she was 73, and they said something about a 38 caliber handgun. He turned it on himself, but they had no reason to harm themselves because they were a pillar of the community. Everybody loved them. They were happy. So this is what I was asking D Truth to like, let's talk about it, because the government can take you out, because see, CPS is worth billions and billions and billions of dollars. And if she was able to bust that wide open, then they would not get what they're getting today. And now, because she's gone, you could get a foster parent that has a criminal history of S abuse, S assault, trafficking, drug addiction, uh becoming being like felonies and stuff up the wahoo, and they will place a little girl in the house. And there was one story I was telling everybody, and I repeated, that this lady had a little girl, and she didn't want to have adult relationships with her husband any longer, and she allowed this man to have adult relationships with this little 11-year-old girl. So the little girl tried to tell the social worker. The social worker didn't want to lose her money that she was getting from the child being placed in that home, and they allowed it to continuously happen. So somehow they took the little girl to the doctor, and they did a full examination, found out that the little girl was being penetrated. And the little girl was able to say, no, I told the social worker. So the social worker got fired, and she's in jail because her job was to protect that little girl. So it's a lot of stories out there. They use those kids as housemaids. They make them babysitters. They make them, their bed buddies. They use them as punching bags. Some of them take them out and they use them, they pimp them. Like literally, right now there's over 600 and something thousand children that are in foster care today. Nobody knows where they're at.
Where
And
they
that's
at?
a
Yep.
big number. They don't know where they at. They have no clue.
Yep. And
So what do you think about this?
we had
Go ahead.
a big situation crackdown like that here in Illinois, like that with the CPS and thing. But that situation right there, it- that's in house. That's in house right there.
Yeah,
You know what I'm saying? See, they
because
was
this
took
is what
out.
happens. If they want people in CPS that don't have children. If you have children, they don't want you to work for them because they know that you're going to have compassion and you're going to be less likely to remove a kid from a home, and you're going to work with the parent to make sure that that kid stays in the home. And this one lady, she was a whistleblower, and she was saying that the kid, there was no real reason to pull the kid out. The kid was getting excellent grades. The house was immaculate. The family was a good pillar in the church and all this stuff. And because one person got mad at the lady, that's why I keep telling people, stop calling CPS. If you mad at the parent, go put your hands on. I'm not condoning abuse. Go fight with them verbally. Don't call on the kids, because the kids, you don't know what them kids is going through. Somebody called CPS on this lady because the baby kept crying. The baby was colicky. And so the doctor was like, bring the baby back. We're going to find out and see what we can do. They end up calling the police and said the baby was screaming and hollering. I think she's abusing the baby. She wasn't abusing the baby. And so doctors had their own notes showing that this baby had issues, and they were trying to find, the cure for this baby. So they took the baby out of the house based on this neighbor's call, and they put the baby in this lady's home that act like she really loved babies. She had a beautiful nursery set up. She took the life of that baby because the baby kept crying and she was tired, and she took that baby's life. And this lady's sitting here with no baby. And the CPS worker that put that baby in that woman's care, they're starting to lock these people up for their bad judgment. We had a little Latino boy out here. His mother and her boyfriend, they had a story about his life. They beat that baby so bad they took his life, and all the CPS workers that was working on the case, all the legal teams that was working on the case, they end up taking the life of that little boy. All of them right now, Tony, are serving
Mhm.
life without the possibility of parole for failing that little boy. And they had pictures of the boy having black eyes, almost like that little Cody situation that me and you knew was talking about. But they knew that man and that woman was abusing that kid, and the foster mother that had the little boy, when she put her shoes on, he got scared. Like, are we going back? She like, no, we going to the store. The foster mother was so hurt that you put this kid back in that custody, and they took the boy's life. This is what happens when people call CPS on people being mad at them. Make sure, if the parent is neglecting the child, if you have the means, go get the kids some food. I would rather you get the kids some food than to call CPS, because that one child could come outside and be playing, and you can take him to your house and feed him and tell him don't ever say nothing if the mom is not feeding them appropriately. You know what I'm saying? Instead of them going into CPS, the people getting the check and possibly taking the life of that child, which is
Yeah,
worse.
yeah. And I'm gonna say this: Tony probably could agree with this right here. Back in the day, right? If the neighbor would ask you, "Are you hungry?" Even though you might have something to eat at the house, they might ask you, "Is you hungry? You want something to eat?" Wouldn't they?
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
So I'm not gonna ahead. It's just like see, you know what I call them folks that does that? I call them Karens or Kens. Like I said earlier, together. Like I said earlier, a Karen and King can be no matter what the skin tone is. Because you get mad at
Mm-hmm.
somebody, you call the government on them. What I meant by
Mm-hmm.
government, CPS, the police, because you can't get your way. Because you're
Right.
mad at the other person. For what? Oh, 'cause they call, oh, he got a gun. No, he don't have no doggone gun.
Right.
Right? And what they gonna come do? Come knock on the house, tell you on the door, got their guns drawn. Cause somebody don't call and say, oh,
Yeah.
you got one.
Right.
And no, at least they doing something about these CPS workers, these social workers, and these foster parents. At least they locking them up,
It's slowly
right?
work. It's slowly working. It's slowly working, but it's more corruption. They busted a. I don't mean to cut you off. I apologize. They busted a CPS worker. There was a little girl. She got kicked out of her foster home. Something was going on. So the little girl called the social worker, and it's on video somewhere. I don't have StreamYards to play it, but I'm gonna try to upload it. And she went to her, she called her social worker from CPS and said, "Can you give me some food?" And the social worker had been telling the little girl, "You know what? You can work the track, you can work the blade, and you can make money real fast." So the little girl got tired of her. Like every time I call her for food, I'm gonna record what she be saying. So the black CPS worker, the little girl came. She said, "You know what? You keep asking me to bring you food." She said, "I told you I could put you on the blade, and you can make a whole lot of money." You trying to pimp the little girl. This happened in Texas. You tried to make the little girl a prostitute for food so she could pay for her own food. So the big boss from the CPS, they would never come down on the complaint. But when that little girl got that video footage and showed it live, that's when he wanted to come down and have a conversation with the little girl, her mother, and try to alleviate the situation. But they were like, "Nah, it's too late, because this is something you should have done when she first told you that the social worker was doing this." So that means how many people have this social worker done this to? That's my question. How many?
Mm.
And this is a black woman doing a black child like that. How many? This is what I'm talking about.
See, and then you got a question.
Sorry, go ahead.
Then you got a question. How did she treat her children at the house?
I don't even know if the social worker had children. They never said that.
See, you got to bring that in the question, right? The girl Wendy, and you got to bring that into question, right? If somebody does that,
Yeah,
what are they doing to the kids? How are they treating the kids in their household?
not the same way, because see, they feel like these are throwaway kids. These kids don't matter. They wouldn't do that to their own siblings. They feel like, "Oh, she's just a ward of the state. The hell with it. I'll just try to get her out there so that she can sell some tail, and I'll be her pimp." See, they treat these children really, really bad when they go into these foster. Not everyone, not everyone. I'm just focusing on the ones that are bad. I know a lady right now that doesn't live too far from me. She has like several foster children. One of the girls is an older girl, and she treats her like a damn maid. She makes her babysit. She makes her wash the clothes. She makes her clean her house. She talks bad to her. And I told her, I said, "Look, I'm a mandated reporter." I said, "And if I find out you talking to this child again, I'll have your ass terminated from your position." And they told me, "She don't like you." I said, "I don't like her either, because this girl not only is a foster child, she has a mental illness, and you're talking to her." And one of my friends said she actually physically assaulted the girl. I said, "Well, I can't report that because I didn't see it, but if I see it, I'm gonna assault her ass and I'm gonna report her." So these are the things. And then when she gets around, the CPS people, I'm like, "Why you guys don't go over there and report her? Why are you guys not reporting this woman? You know her fully as a friend, and you call yourself a child of God, but you're watching her assault a disabled child that probably gets SSI, in-home care, and foster care money." So this lady is getting 3 checks, and you're allowing your so-called friend to beat up on this girl like that. I said, "Oh, I know why, because she giving you and buying you gifts. Ain't a gift in the world worth me watching someone beat on a kid."
My eyes neither. What you got to say, Tony?
See. For me, that whole situation is about it's money over character. You know what I'm saying? That's all it is.
Mm-hmm.
So you got some people with certain jobs, man, who have all of their life been. That sister felt like she probably didn't live a life to where she was the scum of the earth, the last thing on the total pole. We don't know what her upbringing was like, but somewhere down in her lifetime, she got scarred and hurt so bad to where now she's reflecting that out on others of the same color, because it happened to her from somewhere in her childhood, somebody close that was black. You know, so now she doing it that way. Now I'm just being devil's advocate for that part right there, because I'm not justifying none of that bullshit, because it's
Right,
all
right,
wrong. You know, it's all wrong. But it's
right, right, right.
the motive. You know what I'm saying? It's her drive. What drove her to do that? You know, okay, she got a position to where she claims she want to help people, but she still hurt herself. She ain't healed. You know
Right.
what I'm saying? So,
Right.
with her, it's about getting this money. I'm finna make this money. I'm finna make this paper. I'm finna make this cheddar. You know, and I don't
Right.
care who I'm hurting along the way. I'm finna make this money. I'm finna make this money. Cause then nobody give a fuck about me. Woo, woo, woo. You know what I'm saying? Just be, like I
Right.
say, just
Right.
be devil's
Yeah,
advocate.
yeah,
You know,
yeah,
just
you
be
right about
devil's
that,
advocate.
Tony.
You know,
You,
so now,
You're right.
okay,
You're right.
it come into play now where some buzz getting buzzed out. You know, oh, she picking up word. Uh-oh. There's some buzzing going on. And I think my name attached to
Right.
it. So let me tone it down a little bit. You know what I'm saying? Let me tone it down a little
Right.
bit. You know, take the focus off of me. And then I'm gonna recreate this situation all over again. You know what I'm saying? So, you know, if your character and your heart ain't in the right place in the position that you applied for, especially if you got a degree in that position, you know, um, you supposed to stand true to the words that you took when you got that degree, be it in psychology or, you know, physiology, physics, whatever, you know, whatever that degree was that got you in this position where you a CPS worker. Here it is. I got another individual's life in my hands. In my hands.
Right.
You know, now we get into the character. What is her character? Do we know her character? Do she got kids? Do she treat her kids like this? Is she a good mother? Did she
Mm-hmm.
have a mother? Was women
Mm-hmm.
in her life? You know, we don't know. We don't know none of this. We don't know if, you know, that's the missing pieces. We don't know. So now we
Mm-hmm.
bring her character into play, you know, and
Mm-hmm.
now that possibility of me making money now can really run rapid. Because once she got in, she got introduced to doing that shit from somebody. Because I get, don't nobody go to a new job with the intent of trying to hurt some individuals or take somebody away from somebody. Nobody goes to their job with that. You know what I'm
Right.
saying? So she got
Right.
introduced to that
Mm-hmm.
somewhere on her job. Red
yeah,
flag,
Right. Right.
yeah.
red flag.
Right.
Hey,
But if
I would Tony that right here.
yeah,
And together, Tony, and everybody in the chat know me, right? Know what I'm finna say.
come on. That's why I got my water.
It's like this right here. What we usually say about police officers. Don't read some police officers call police officers because something happened to them in school, at home, whatever. So they got a badge and a gun. So they the bullies, right? They're
Mm-hmm.
part of the gang.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, the
Mm-hmm.
police is a gang. The government is a gang.
I'm a 35-year-old white.
Mm-hmm.
So people get in certain position of power because of what happened to them during their childhood or growing up in their family. So
Mm-hmm.
with that being said, when people when they get some power, get that power, and they do something, and they know they can get away with it, and keep getting away with it, and knowing their bosses got their back of doing it, what doesn't stop them? To somebody say stand up. If you don't stand for nothing, you'll fall for anything. Ain't that what it say?
That's what all day long.
Yeah, that's what it
So
say.
see, I can't stand by and see a child or they were doing something to a child without saying that.
For
I
real.
don't I might get cussed out by that neighbor, but guess what? I was saying something, but if I see you doing something, slap or whatever doing to that child, hey, We all mandated reporters. People don't know that.
Right.
How you gonna stand by? How you gonna stand
Exactly.
by? How you gonna stand by and see a child? Every time you see a child, teenage, well, don't have no shoes on, right? The hair all messed up all the time. Dingy clothes on. How can you live with yourself? How can you live with? How could you live with yourself? Could anybody in the chat live with themselves? All on the panel live with themselves saying that? I know I could.
No. But you know what? I always try to drop little nuggets here and there when it comes to like CPS. And I always want to say one thing I need everybody to understand: you have a Fourth Amendment right
Thank
to your
you.
person, your papers. You have
Yeah.
a Fourth Amendment right to yourself, your position, your home, your car, anything. That's why the police have to ask you, can I search your car? And if they
Right.
don't ask you and they just search your car, they have broken your Fourth Amendment right. If they come in your house without a warrant, the only way a CPS worker, let me tell you something, when that call is made, take that call very serious. Don't be saying, oh, that's bullshit, get out of here, they ain't gonna do nothing, honey, because once that call is made, whether it's true or not, that
Mm-hmm.
investigation has started, and they cannot come to your house without a warrant. Now, I tell people this all the time, and I keep repeating it because people are not listening to what I'm saying. A police officer that comes with a CPS worker is only to make sure that the situation doesn't escalate and becomes violent. Maybe on the person's side for being upset for someone making the call, or the CPS trying to be try to overstep their bounds. Now, what happens is some policemen are new and don't know the rules, that they are just supposed to be there to stand there and to observe. But what they do is they insert themselves, they kick that door open, push that door open, and they force their way in. Always have a recording device, always have a sign outside your door on your property in eyes view when they come, and say this place is under 24-hour surveillance. If that CPS worker is up to no good, they're going to ask you to turn your camera off. You do not have to. Or they will say, we'll come back. You have a right to keep your camera on as long as they can see the signs. I will put it in eyes view of your door, your window, where they can say, well, I didn't see it. No, you saw it, because anybody with an eyeball can see it unless you're blind. So you make sure you get surveillance signs around your house. So when they coming into your property, they'll be able to see it, and make sure that you have at least one camera that's showing that their sign is visible for them to see it. So when they come to your door and they say, I need to come in. No, you don't. Where's your warrant? If they try not to let you close your door, they are breaking and entering, and they are absolutely violating your Fourth Amendment right. They have no right to come into your home without a warrant. Um, they can go to your kid's school. Like I said, make sure that your child knows how to put their phone on video record, not audio, because it will be thrown out, and lay their phone down. They are not allowed to take your kid's phone. They're not allowed to take their possession. That's also violating their Fourth Amendment right. They have a right to their own phone, anything that's on their person, their documents. They're not allowed to go through their notebooks or anything of that nature. So make sure that your kid don't talk too much. If your kid is not equipped um, when they come, and sometimes what they'll tell a kid, and this is the key thing, no matter how much you tell your kid, I don't care if they say you can go home. If you say that your mommy hit you or did this, you tell them, no, I'm going to get you back. Don't let them lie. Don't let them make you lie on me. Because once you say yes, even though they say they're going to send you home, no, they're going to take you away, and they're going to keep you away. Also, note there are certain foods, there are certain hair products, there are certain drugs that you may be prescribed if they are coming after you to say that you have to do drug testing. Look up, there are different foods that will give you a false reading for substance abuse. Most of the time when they schedule you for classes, they will schedule you for classes that are so far away that you don't make it. They do it on purpose to make sure that you miss those classes. That's why I say you need a CPS defense attorney. And there's one called darn it, I forgot his name. His name is Mr. Davis. I forgot his first name because I haven't spoken of him in a minute, but I'll get that information out. But yeah, they will send you through all kinds of hoops and loops. If they lie on you, there's a paper where your lawyer can make them retract their lies. It's so much information out there that I'm going to be dropping from time to time on here. If anybody have questions, just ask me and I will get back to you. I'll shoot it to D Truth and we'll both be able to address it. So if you know anybody that has a CPS case, let them know. Once you have a case open, even if it's closed, if there's a slight doubt that you have done something, they can reopen your case and you can say, oh, it's been closed for years. It don't matter. There's a case open. Once that case is open, if your daughter decides that she's like 16, 17 and she gets pregnant, that child can be an award of the state because your child is still a minor and an award of the state basically until they turn into an adult. So it's so much information that I'm going to be dropping here. And yes, Tony, you can also broadcast it to your people too, so that they can also get the information, because I have a subscriber. He's a moderator named Last Call. I'm sure you guys have seen him. The information that I dropped for him, his family member was able to use the information to fight a CPS case.
Amen.
But I'm gonna say this right here. While I'm on here, I'm watching the news, which I rarely do, right? And
Pardon me?
some disturbing just happened, right? Then
What?
the mother of three, right? Got a little one in a restaurant, got one on the arm, and got an adolescent in a restaurant, having her minor child steal somebody's purse.
Oh.
And so it goes back to what we said, what you learned at the house, right? This all goes back to what we were saying, what you learned at the house. Y'all kind of figure we was all over the place, we was all different stuff. No, it's all what you learned at the house and what you learn in your environment, right?
Right.
And we put that information out. And I'm glad you said something about the Fourth Amendment, right? See, CPS cannot come in there. The police can't come in there. Only way a police can go in there unless exigent circumstances. So let me break it down to you for y'all try to figure out what exigent circumstances is. It got to be a pure ID emergency. It got to be life and death.
Yep.
For them to go in
That's
there.
the only way.
Yep.
That's the only way. And one, you do not have to identify yourself, especially on. See, what was this thinking? This was Alabama. This woman, I said it earlier. Only way she had to identify herself if she was out in public, but your house is your property. Guess what else? Your car is your house. But guess what people fail to realize? The hotel or motel that you staying in, they're just like your house. They still need a search warrant.
Yep.
Speaking of the devil, look who shows up.
My last call. What's up, buddy? Yeah. He's the one that said that my information helped. To God be the glory.
See, I teach people things like the law. See, and it's different variation of every state. Like I said before, this is a corporation. This United this United States of corporations, right? There's one big country, but guess what? The state you live in, it's a country.
Let me read what Last Call said. He said back in 2020 in North Carolina, three CPS agents had committed 3 dozen charges, separated children from their families without proper judicial oversight. Yep, that's what I was talking about. Yep, they starting to charge their butts for this stuff.
Yeah, and I'm glad he said judicial oversight, right? Not only in that field right there, it's a whole lot of fields that don't have no judicial oversight. Yeah, they have oversight, overlook it, that what would benefit them. Am I right? It's all a money game, like we always said.
I keep telling motherfuckers, if you want to know anything, just follow that money, man. They follow that money.
That money trail.
Yeah.
It's kind of like you going to pick up cans, right? You get paid by the pound, right? And kids are nothing but what? We are nothing but what? Product. Not only us as a community, even the ones that are outside the community are products. The corporations are using us for their bidding.
Right.
So people, y'all need to start waking up. But when are our people going to wake up? When is everybody going to wake up?
Yeah, that's true. That's true. They rather watch nonsense. They rather watch, the stars and what these celebrities are doing and who's screwing who. But when it comes to something that they need to actually save their own lives, they don't want to watch that. Oh, that's boring. I rather watch. Not saying that she's doing anything. I rather watch Cardi B and Meg The Stallion fight. I rather watch Nicki Minaj. I rather watch Puff Daddy and all the. Who cares what Puff Daddy did? I don't care. He's getting his just due. So why are you so concerned? He wasn't concerned about the crimes that he did against other people. So why are we so consumed? Let that man have his day. It was long overdue. You know what I'm saying? We need to be focusing right now on how we are going to survive this world, how our kids are going to survive this world, how our grandchildren are going to be able to maneuver through this world. And the information is out there, and some people just don't want to see it. They don't want to hear it. They don't want to know that, quote unquote, there's a real boogeyman out there called CPS. You know what I'm saying? They don't want to know this stuff. They don't want to know it and then once it happens to them, then they want to know about it. But you should have been here when it was being discussed, when somebody was giving you free information. You could have done thank God for Last Call, that I was able to, help. I thank God, the testimony that he said that let me know that them hours that I was staying up overnight and digging in and getting information, it helped somebody. And that was my aim. But like I said, I had to get somewhere where I'm going to be protected now that I'm going to be dropping this stuff, because those people will pretend like they're in distress, but they will really be somebody trying to come after me to shut me down. So I got the protection now that I didn't have before. You see what I'm saying?
Oh yeah.
That's the best part about it.
I'm telling you. That's why I say, man, that little situation with that couple, that was an inside job. That was in house.
Yeah.
That was that was the
Yeah.
hey, you know what that means? Take their ass out.
Yeah, they did. They took them out, both of them.
And sad as it is, that's the way it goes, man. Out there, man. That's how them powers that be think, man. You know what I'm saying? I be tripping on how a motherfucker like Basil and all these motherfuckers with these billions and billions and billions of dollars building ships to go to Mars and all this type of shit, man. Setting up travel agents for this shit. These motherfuckers with this kind of money like this here are the main motherfuckers that's orchestrating all of that shit that's going down when motherfuckers, couples like that come up like this.
Mm-hmm. Exactly. At it again.
Mm-hmm.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Yeah. She said, at a lot of times how people go through a situation called the lack of representation. Yeah, you're right about that. And then when they get representation, they don't tell the representation the whole doggone truth.
Right.
And it all goes back to the character or the representation of the our people or the ones that's there claiming that they supposed to be doing what they supposed to do. When did they sell out? That's my question. At what point did they get to the point and say, "Well, you know what? I'm fuck all my morals and principles, fuck all of that. I'm selling out."
Right.
Yeah. Yeah. And like I said, all this go back to what we're talking about. You got to do your research.
Mm-hmm.
Research is
Mm-hmm.
important. See, people think I just come out here, I be coming here running my mouth, but they get just become running her mouth and so on and so on. But some of us that come on here to talk about what we talk about, we do not just be running our mouth. We don't do research on it.
Right.
And
Right.
and there's some fatherless child, motherless child is a bad situation. There's a mother that try to protect her child in a situation, right?
Right. Right. Right.
There's another mother that is thankful that her child's still alive.
Mm-hmm.
So when look at if we don't if we don't get survival techniques and teach our kids the survival techniques, our children are gonna be lost. What you gonna
Right.
do if we don't have no internet? What people gonna do? What they say? All the water been is not safe to drink. What you gonna do?
You said the water ain't safe to drink.
Yeah, what they
Shoot,
gonna
do
do?
like they did in the old days. Boil it. Boil all the impurities out. Shit, that's what you do.
But it we as people, I'm talking to everybody in general right now. We as people, I'm gonna ask y'all this question. I'm gonna chat this question. We had got lazy. Haven't we got lazy?
Why you gotta tell the truth so much?
You see what the name said, right?
Mm-hmm.
So, hey, I bring it straightforward. If people don't like the truth, guess what? Oh well, the truth comes out. We
Man,
all, I do not care. Okay, your green, purple, whatever your skin tone, we all don't got lazy.
yep. Yep. But see, I knew this shit was coming back in my day growing up, man. When I used to watch the Jetsons and shit. That showed me back then growing up that in the future it's gonna be a lot of lazy motherfuckers that's gonna be watching their phones and all these gadgets and shit, and it turned out to be just that, man, which created a society full of lazy motherfuckers who rather sit on a couch, look at an ignorant box, or play a motherfucking video game 24/7.
And knowing I said that, and the lazy folks that really don't want to do their job, it'd be easier just have to take the kid out of the house.
Yeah.
It easy lazy for lazy people like want to charge the mother for protecting her son and the son protecting himself, right? It easy not to charge them without not charge them for a hate crime, ain't it? That's the easy way out, ain't it?
Oh yeah.
Together, isn't that all easy way out?
The easy
Whatever
way out for what?
to keep from having to do anything.
For them not do anything.
I can just
Yeah,
sit back and just,
yeah, yeah,
man, ain't my problem. Next, ain't my problem. Next, ain't my problem.
yeah.
Hold on. At it again, Amelia said she was in a video of your typical school fighting. On to be alone, the attack of one of the innocent bystander was attacked by the school security was her 15-year-old granddaughter.
Woo!
Damn.
What was say what? I will send the video of your typical school fighting on TV alarm. School security. What?
I gotta hear
Child.
more about that. I gotta hear more of that.
That's what I
Yeah,
said.
we definitely need to hear. I think that's what she wanted to send me, but I didn't see her email. But yeah, I'm gonna definitely talk to her so we can get her to come up too and talk about it. Maybe for the next 106 and chat if she would like to,
Yeah,
because that's crazy.
when see, people don't want to help because it's afraid something going to happen to them. The people in the schools and all these other places don't want to send there because they're scared of retaliation. Am I right? So we got. I don't know how we're gonna go about doing it.
Man, that's the
Man,
$100,000 question.
hold on. She said that grown ass man body slammed my granddaughter to the ground. What? Yeah, how's she doing? She said, I'm not scared. I won't. Yes, girl, get him. Get him. That's an assault. That's child abuse. That's child abuse. And you know what? If you go after him and he got children, they're going to take his kids up out of the house. How about that, punk?
Mm.
See, I want. This is what I want to know. This is what I want to know. Why did he put his hands on your granddaughter? Okay. And second, why he put his hands on the other kids that were doing the same doggone thing? That's a good question, ain't it? I'd like to sit down and talk to him. I sure would love his name. I sure love his name because I got a lot of questions to ask him. And the thing about that was a female. See, we got to protect our children because who's going to protect our children? Who's going to protect our kids?
We need
Together,
to
what are you
start
doing?
doing it.
My thing
Okay.
is,
Huh?
I was reading that again,
What am I doing?
and
Can y'all hear me?
yeah, I can hear you.
We
I
can
can hear
hear
you.
you.
I
Yeah,
want to know why
he asked me what was I doing. I'm just listening.
the security guard went and had a conversation with her
It slapped her.
granddaughter. With her granddaughter, and her granddaughter is the innocent bystander. You know what I'm saying? So why would he go to her, even though it's a fight in the school? You know what I'm saying? So evidently he must have had a little personal issue with her. It sounded like it was something. Some ain't right in there with him with me with that. You know what I'm saying? Because if it's a school fight,
Maybe,
and I'm
yeah,
and,
but maybe
and
she
I'm the
was trying to.
security of the school. If it's a school fight, I'm going
Right.
to where the fight is, immediately where the fight is. You know, he went to an innocent bystander.
What? How are you clueless? All you got to do is go seek out a lawyer. Because see, you know what, Mr. Tony, The same thing happened out here in California. There was a fight, and the school security slammed the little girl, hurt her pretty bad too.
Right.
But she was the one. She was trying to explain to him, and he was like fussing and cussing. She said, "Stop cussing! I'm trying to give you some. I'm trying to tell you what happened." And he said, "That's enough." And he just slammed her. He was white. He got in a whole lot of trouble. A whole lot of trouble. And then there was a Latino it was a Latino school officer. There was an argument that ensued, and the little Latino girl and her brother, they got in the car. The argument was over. It was just an argument. And they got in their car to pull off. Nobody hit nobody. He pulled out his gun and shot at the car because he wanted them to stop, and ended up murdering the girl.
Damn.
Yeah. Yeah, he in prison for the rest of his life. What you doing, D-Truth?
I'm looking at some. So, see, no one would talk about the government, right? Right. Okay. Okay. I was looking at this news story. It was at an academy. The only sport the academy offers is baseball, right? This girl played last year, and she's seeing this year. And because another team complained about her playing baseball, the school didn't have no choice but to kick her off that team, right? I'm looking at it right here. I don't care if she was good enough to play baseball, if she was good enough, better than your boys, and they undefeated. You mad because they beat you, and a girl was on the team. That's not the girl's fault. That's the coach's fault.
Okay.
On the other team.
Hold on a second. Can you come up and share on next 106 in chat, because this one we're going to be ending this one shortly. Your nephew is acting the fool in there. D-Truth. D-Truth. D-Truth.
You did it. You
see
did
there?
It.
That's the stuff I'm talking about. That's what I'm talking about. You see that? You see the injustice? Is it because I'm black?
He played the black card.
Hey, Tony.
Oh no.
Hey, Tony, but the sad part about it is, that's her how she was when she was that age. Payback is a mug, ain't it? Payback is a mug, ain't it?
Oh, you really have to throw that in my face, huh? You just really got to throw that in my face.
Yeah.
But you got me, Budo. You played the black card. I was like, I know she didn't.
Man. Yes, I did. No, man, that's cold. That's cold. He just left me out there in the middle of the ocean by myself. Didn't even stroke my back before he pushed me. Yeah,
no life preserver.
Tony, I gave her a life preserver.
Okay, I was just going to say, did you give a life preserver?
No, he didn't. No, he didn't. He just kicked me in the middle of the ocean. It's payback.
I know he's trying to cover it up, boo. I know he's trying to cover it up.
No, that's because he heard. That's because he heard him. He heard him in action with his mouth. He was like, payback. I'm like, you ain't got to rub it in.
At it again, she said, no sus because you wear red.
Oh, that's foul. All right.
Happy Women's Month. Happy Women's Month. I get y'all get praise from me
Happy Women's Month.
Yeah, it's Women's Month.
Happy Women's Month.
Yeah, it's Women's Month.
Women's Month is every day for me. I don't know. I ain't be taking no. So what are we the next month?
That's what I want to know. That's what I want to know. I'm like, damn. Yeah, I'm like, just March? That's the only time? Okay, well. But
I
yeah,
was gonna say I don't do all that.
Look at look, Women Month and Black History Month
back to back.
back to back and need to be celebrated. Well, hold on, let me rephrase it. See, Black History should be celebrated year round,
Yeah,
which I do.
because I'm
All
black
year round.
65. I've been black every day of my life. You
But
can't
That
celebrate me
part.
for a month.
yeah, but the problem with Women Month, you can't call some of these females women.
You call them hyenas.
Oh, she didn't catch that. She didn't catch what I
That's
just said.
Yeah, you know, but that's okay though. That's okay. That's
oh
all
no,
right. It's Friday.
I'm being
It's
nice.
Friday.
I'm being. They
It's
got two
Friday.
genders. Half
Thank
call
you.
them half and half.
Yeah, but I ain't being nice. That was being nice. But we about to get ready to close it out.
Half and half.
Yeah, about to get ready to close out. She said.
Yes.
She says she's working on who she can send this video now.
Oh, okay.
Yes, if
Uh,
she got my email, just send it to me. I put it in the chat already, and then I'll shoot
add
it
it
over to
again.
you. Or
Add it again, media. Who you want to send that video to?
she can shoot it to you, D Truth. It doesn't matter. It's no big deal. We want to get the
And
word out. We're not having that crap.
let me see. Well, let's see. I think my email address is in the description about me on my
Just put
page.
it in there. Just put it
No,
in
because I
there.
feel
She
I have
ain't
some
gonna
weird.
got time to do
I
all
probably
that
have.
big bro.
It's
I'm
Friday.
not.
You feel like doing no work.
There you go.
That's just good. Oh, now I got two
No.
of my big brothers in here messing with me. I can
Hey,
handle
hey,
both of
hey,
y'all.
hey. Do you know how much research we do during the week? When we get a break, it's a break. Shit. You
I
dig?
already
I
know
ain't,
about you. I don't get to get. Hey Tony, if you
huh?
see my email in there, you need to send me all your links. Send me all your links in an email so I can have them. And you owe me a remix, man. You had me in here dancing. I'm like, why I'm dancing? Ooh, I'm like, and half of these songs I ain't never heard. Man, you be killing the game,
Hey, that's
man.
what it's about.
Man.
It's about like what I do. Like I'm old school to my heart, but I love this new R&B. I like the new R&B. What I do is certain new R&B songs is I infuse it with that old school beat, man, and just take the music out the new school and blend it together, you know, and just blend it together. So I'll be doing some nice little mixes. I got a few mixes out there, you know,
Yeah.
that's riding around with some real talented people, you know. So you know, it's a
Yeah.
blessing to be able to
Oh
do
yeah.
that.
Sorry. Sorry. At it
Yeah,
again.
yeah.
Yeah. The newspaper. Call the news. All you got to do is call the news. They'll run that story, and they could get some traction for them. Because remember, I don't know if it went worldwide, but there was this big Samoan woman that attacked this little 14-year-old girl out here in California. And the cold part is, I don't know what happened, but there's a major lawsuit against that McDonald's because they actually closed the door so that that lady
Wow.
can beat that little girl up and nobody can come in there and rescue her. And so
Oh,
she took off and now
Hold
she had like
on.
what?
Now, see, one thing I didn't hear that part about like though, but the people I'm mad at is the one that was already inside to let it happen.
mm-hmm.
They locked the doors so nobody else could come in and help her. But they ended up finding her. They bought charges against her. It's been hush hush, but I need to research some more. She had like 10 kids, I think, at the time. And yeah, she got her lawyer. That little girl lawyered up. That woman, she going to jail. She ain't gonna get no freedom. And they said that the people that they interviewed said it was unprovoked.
Mm.
She tried to say something
Yeah,
about
yeah,
she
it
was
was. Yeah,
messing with
it was.
her daughter. Yeah, it had nothing to do with another kid. She lied. So that's
Yeah,
why they got her ass and arrested her.
it's on video. It's on video.
Yep. So It's a lot. That's why I be telling people like California, we really not all parts of California, but black people, it's like the more of those migrants coming in, they already don't they have black Latinos, Mexicans in their country, and they treat them bad. So when they come here, they feel like they could do the same thing to the black Americans, and they
Yeah,
finding out black Americans is swinging back. We not taking
yeah,
that.
yeah.
This dude body slammed her. Their excuse was weak and strong. And no, you cannot be. You cannot do that to a child.
Mm-mm, mm-mm. But
That's a lie. They can't do that.
but but at it again, media. I want to send me the video. I need the paperwork for all the, if you get out the statement, whatever. I put it out on here. You can go to the news too, and the newspaper.
Yeah.
We finna make this. We finna stop all this stuff that going on in these schools.
Yeah, because
The-
man, see, it's a big
Right.
thing here in Chicago going on with this. They just took out the Chicago police out of schools because of situations just like this. You know what I'm saying?
Say it again.
Hi, how you doing? Oh, you gonna say hi and break, right? Okay, that's just how we are, right? We just want to say hi. Okay, thank you
that,
very
that, that, that baby wolf. That baby wolf. That baby wolf.
much. I like that. I do. I love kids, man. Look. I'm just a big kid myself, and kids just come to me. It's just something about me. I just love kids. I speak the language fluently. You know what I'm saying? So, but yeah, we need to just stop this madness. Because our children are the
Yeah, she's
future,
pissed. She's
and,
pissed.
and yeah, she pissed, man, and she got every fucking right to be pissed
Yeah,
off. Now let's
yeah,
do this here.
She's pissed.
Now
yeah,
let's make them aware of
yeah.
them fucking up.
Yeah.
Let's make them
Uh,
very
uh,
aware legally.
and
Yeah, she could definitely get legal representation with that
Oh yeah,
video.
I'm gonna let this right here. At it again, media. Send me all of that.
yeah,
Send me what you can, without you trying to mess up that case, whatever. And I just got an idea for the next show too. I just had that for tomorrow, right? And hope you be there. Hope you be there at it again. If you can get me that videotape, I know a whole lot of people share it on their page. I know they will. And
Yep, they sure will.
not only will I share it on go live on here, I will go live on my Facebook page too at the same time to put it out. See what I'm saying? And the school research, the SOR folks, that they be held for accountability, just like everybody else. I told you, this is a corporation, and bad about that is, and that is somebody got to be held
yeah,
accountable for their actions.
absolutely,
Yep, absolutely.
absolutely.
I think I think he came in at the party because he wants something.
Yeah, they do.
Yeah.
Yeah, so
So
add it again, shoot it out to all of us so we can post it, we could talk about it and tell other people to grab it and use it, and so we can get that word out, because and that way she could get justice, because somebody gonna be like a attorney gonna be like, hey, who is the person? Then we can hit you up and say, here you go, because somebody gonna grab that.
mhm,
Oh
Somebody's
yeah,
definitely gonna
yeah.
grab that, because he had no business putting his hands on her. Period. That was not
period,
his father. I mean, her father or
period.
nothing. And you body slammed her. And see, the school. Let me tell you something about the school. They gonna try to cover up so they don't get sued, because they don't want to pay that money. You
Yeah,
get what I'm saying?
Yeah.
They don't want to pay that
yeah.
money,
Yeah,
so they're
everybody
gonna
gonna get
give you
sued.
some kickback. Yeah, but that kickback, you keep going forward, and we're gonna stay in prayer for your family. We got you. Give us the video, give us the information, and we're gonna spread this like a fire. Tony has the radio station. He can tell everybody what's going on and get that word out. And the outrage, we need to start protecting our black people by
Amen.
spreading the word, especially like what I just talked about, that little black boy. Y'all could talk about it and it'll bring more attention from different states. Like, why y'all trying to hide that?
Right,
We need to
Right.
stick
right.
together. So if we don't start sticking together, that's why they do stuff to us, because we don't stick together. We'll hear something and go, oh, well, it ain't me. Well, let them deal with it and we'll see what the outcome is. No, if we start crying out loud about the injustice, the way it happened, people will catch on, because you got immigrants. They're coming from countries where they do violent stuff to
Man.
people. Now, the story down there where you at, D Truth, that white girl, not to call her a white girl, I apologize. The one that got busted in the head by that illegal immigrant. His brother also has a criminal record for having a fake green card, and he has
Mhm.
had crimes in New York and other states, and they knew about it, didn't give the information. And the girl was a nursing student. All she did was go for a run, and I'm sure he didn't just bust her in the head. I'm sure he did other things to her. So, it's like, don't
Together,
deport
together,
him. Yeah,
together. Calm
yes.
down. Hey, get not like the little brother.
No, no, no. I'm not. It's my earphones is giving me feedback, and I'm trying to make sure y'all can hear me. So don't deport him. That's the
Okay.
problem. They deport these people once they commit a crime, and then they come right back into America. No, with the same justice that he gave that girl, give it to them and set an example in America. If you come over here and you take the life of one of ours, we're going to take your life. And once you put that out there, they're going to be like, you know what? Don't go over there. They're going to take you out.
But together, you feel to realize what I said at the beginning of the show, right?
No, I didn't fail
Ain't
to
nobody,
realize.
yeah, only a few of us are actually from here. Everybody else is illegal. See, the government
No, I
feeling
get
that,
that.
oh, see, and until we see that the government want us to do that, right? Right? And
Mhm.
and they are the one the illegals. Some of us already here,
Right.
and
Mhm.
they said, "Oh, the illegal come doing this right here." Hell, what they've been doing the whole over 400 some years. Same damn thing.
Absolutely.
See what I'm saying? You see where I went with it, right?
Yes,
See,
I do.
this is called. We have outrage called the illegals. These so-called illegal come here. But what outrage for the ones that doing it here already? We're doing it here before some of these folks came in here
Thank you.
and doing it in
Right,
our own
right,
community. Doing it in our own community. So
right.
we gotta have outrage for the whole, not just them. We gotta have the outrage for the across the board.
That's for everybody, right?
Yeah,
Yeah.
Everybody. Everybody. Yeah. Cause I'm sick of this shit, man.
I love. Oh, I like that. I like that one you got with Bernie Mac. When I listen to your podcast, I be busting up some
oh,
F
this,
'em, F. I
oh,
be
this one right
hollering.
here. Boy, just be yourself. If people don't like you for being yourself, fuck them.
you're
Yeah.
right. Add it again. Add it again. Add it again. Miri, you got my email address, right? Yes or no. You got my email address. Just send me that video. I can download it and I can pop it in what I got pop it in, and we will take a look at it, analyze it, and guess what? And comment on it. And I already know. I already know that they, boy, let that happen. Let that. Woo.
Woo, yeah, I know, man. That's a woo. That's one of the ones where you say, "Ooh, Lord, keep me to the cross, keep me to you, Lord, keep me to you, Lord."
It's in the chat. At it again. It's
Ooh, got my blood pressure up, boy. Every time I read that about the security
Mhm.
guard, man, that shit just upsets the fuck out of me, man.
I'm gonna put it back in. I'm gonna put it in the chat
Yeah.
again. At it again. Hold on.
What? It's Friday. It's okay to just don't flame it up on camera. gotta flame up a blunt now. It's Bob Marley time.
That is again. That is again. At it
There it
again. That is again. Well, this has been a nice show.
is.
I I,
Good.
I know Baby Wood probably hungry. That's why he came in there.
Yep.
Snack time, baby. Snack
Exactly.
time.
Tony, in the
Exactly. That's
final,
exactly why.
what'd you say?
Snack time.
I said that's exactly why it's butt in here.
I know. I
We
know.
know. We know.
Yeah.
Because I guarantee you used to do your mama the same way. Oh, that slipped out. I didn't mean to
Get out
say
my
it.
business. Get out my business.
Oh, Tony, I didn't know
No,
she
real
heard me.
quick. No, real quick, Tony. So I'm sitting down and I'm drinking some tea,
Mm-hmm.
and he like something about my tea. I said, "What the f you say?" But I said the original word because it scared me. Like, "Nick, how you know I'm drinking tea? You ain't
Right.
even looking at me." I was about to hang that phone up. Tell you better watch him.
Got that hoodoo,
Better
baby.
watch him.
That Creole shit. He from the bayou.
I don't know what he got, but he the dog
He,
crap out of me.
he from the bayou.
Hey, Tony, your
Yeah.
final shot, your final comments and your shout outs.
Man, final comments is peace and love to both of y'all, man. I love y'all with everything that's in me, man. To the chat room, man. We family for life, man. Continue to educate and uplift. Continue to do this here, man. You know, even the haters that come in, come on in. Come on in. You know, we might get you to take that hate robe off and put on this robe of love. You know what I'm talking about? Because we truly all we got. And now is the time for us to stand on that. So keep doing what y'all doing. Love y'all.
Thank you.
Anybody know who the never mind.
Don't do
You
it.
ain't coming.
Nope, I
You're
don't.
not coming up here.
Is you
And
gonna be
we ain't dropped no link. We ain't dropped no damn link. So keep your butt down in the
Not
damn chat.
after today. Not after today. No, no, no.
no, they behave
Keep
now.
your butt down in there. Keep your butt down in the chat because we ain't got no time for it. This ain't the show forward.
I don't know
What's
who
up,
that is. I
Keiko?
ain't never seen that name.
What's up, B
Yeah.
Rob? Yeah. Hey, but you know what? I'll tell you who we gonna try to get up here next time too, right?
Who that?
You knew?
What? Hey, Blizzy, why y'all so late? Where y'all been?
They was doing something else.
I
Probably was
know
doing
it's
something
Friday.
else.
I know it's Friday, but where y'all been? Oh, it's a level. It's levels to boxing, and none of you guys. Oh, okay.
Oh, it's one of them. Let them moderators get time out. So we're not about to have no foolishness. We talking about some serious issues here.
Mm-hmm.
We talking about some
Joel
real
is.
serious issues here.
Yeah.
This ain't no time to be playing. This ain't no time for your shenanigans
None.
Don't worry about it.
at all.
Don't worry about it. I got him anyway. So, see, I was gonna
Oh,
be nice. I was gonna be nice. See, why can't these folks just come in here, enjoy the live, and learn something?
I told you haters gonna hate, man. It's just gonna that's just the way it is. Some things will never change.
But you finish your shout out in your
Yes, sir.
We got a
you
message.
already did.
We got a message. Hold on, we got a message. Go ahead, say it.
Oh, this wolf pack. Oh.
Ooh. Wolf
That's
pack,
for the
baby.
trolls. He said, "This wolf pack."
Ow. Ow.
I love it.
Yes, indeed.
Yeah, hey, you knew said, dang, y'all be fast with them those fingers. That what, hey, I moved too fast because that what happened last time earlier. There she go.
Yep.
There she go. She said,
It's bug
oh,
street.
my baby.
Drop the link.
Together.
Huh?
We do not read their we
Huh?
do not read their comment. We do not read their comment.
No, I just read the name. I'm like, who is that?
No, we
I remember it's
don't
a
do that
troll.
either. Hey, we don't even read that either. We don't even read that
I
either.
think Armando. Hold on.
Wolf pack. Oh. Wolf pack. Oh.
B-Rob. We do not entertain. B-Rob, you want to get timed out? We do not entertain them folks in here.
Did you hear the owl that he did?
Mm-hmm. Yeah, we heard it.
You did it.
We do not entertain.
He just
We
did
do
it.
not entertain folks in here.
Did you hear what I said?
What?
He did it twice.
Yeah.
I know. We heard it. We heard it.
Every time he see me point at a troll, he'll say, "Wolfpack, ow!"
Uh-oh.
Guess what?
Oh boy!
Uh-oh.
Look at the
Somebody
proud
been
guy.
naughty. Look at there she go.
Those guys
There she
sniped
goes.
real quick. I couldn't even see him. I can't see. Oh yeah, her and her baby. She said, "Is that a 0 or an O in your name?"
That's a 0.
Put Mondo's message up. Another bomb. Highlight his stuff.
Everybody see it. They already know it coming. Monday. They know it coming. I ain't gotta put it up. I don't have to put it up because I already know it coming.
B-Rock, what are you talking about? Somebody want to time you out? What are you talking about?
No. I told him we do not time folks. I told him we do not mention folks' name in here. We do not say that over here on my channel like that.
All right, y'all keep it going and flowing. Man. I'm about to go live in 3, 2, 1. From the Sears Tower, Chicago, Illinois. DJ Tony Sanchez.
Hey man.
Yeah.
Y'all finna
Tony. Get up. Go ahead.
Yeah. Be careful with that. You know what I'm saying? That's how I got my monetization too, bro.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? It was the music.
Yeah.
And I'm gonna prove that Monday when I do the big reveal. I'm gonna put this notion to bed about my monetization was took for any other reason. The only reason it was taken because of the music. But I see they scattering now. The trolls are scattering now when I type that in there. But yeah, Monday, another big reveal is coming Monday. Another bomb is gonna be dropped. Get ready Monday.
Okay.
Already got the files, you know. Already got the files, but hey, you better believe another bomb is coming. The leprechaun, the paperwork that you thought would never surface, the paperwork that you thought no one could ever get their hands on. Hey, bro, I got it.
Oh, you knew said what time?
That's
right.
Gonna be TBA. That's gonna be TBA. You know what I'm saying? TBA, because TBA to be announced. I'm gonna announce it either Sunday night or first thing Monday morning. But it's definitely gonna be on the Wolfpack Nation Network channel. It's gonna be all the big reveals gonna be on the Wolfpack channel.
Yeah. Hey, B-Rob. B-Rob. Don't take it personal, bro. That's just how it is. We do not give them what they want.
Be raw. Hey man, all they scatter, bro, for two reasons. When they saw me appear up on this panel, and when I dropped that little message in there, another bomb drop coming Monday. Mm-hmm. They know I ain't playing no game, bro.
Yeah, but like I said, thank y'all for giving us some views. Thank you.
Oh yeah, bro. Them numbers gonna be looking good because they had got up there it was like what 30 of them. It was the BSL crew that came through. It was like 30 of them that came on.
Hey, make sure y'all hit that like button. Now, which I already know y'all probably did.
And this is the thing. You winning when the ops are coming to you. We ain't over there. We smaller. We smaller, but we over here doing our thing because we know we winning. They know they're losing. That's why they are coming over here. They are coming. It's like, man, we playing four corners offense. The old North Carolina Tar Heels, Dean Smith. We playing four corners offense, bro. We running the clock out, man. We just passing the ball around, run the clock out.
And you know the funny thing about the whole situation together, Mondo and Tony, is that we might have hurt somebody's feeling on this show.
I don't know about this show. Well, I've enjoyed it. This has been a very interesting show. I'm gonna hurt some feelings Monday. Yeah, for damn sure.
No, I said that. Now, someone going through some of the situation that we were talking about.
Yeah, right. Oh, they was having flashbacks of their childhood, you know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
And the thing about it is, man, that right there, it's a teachable moment, you know what I'm saying? That right there, it's a lot. You ain't lying, man. It's a lot of people on this app, man, on a lot of other social media platforms, man, that come over here with that F crap, trying to bully others because they were bullied in real life.
Imagine that.
Yeah, and because another reason, man, they not getting any attention at home. They ain't getting no attention from their parents. They ain't getting no attention from their husband. They ain't getting no attention from their wife, girlfriend, boyfriend. They come on here for attention. They come on here looking for love.
In all the wrong places.
In all the wrong places.
I knew that was coming. Hey, Mondo, you heard Baby Wolf with all the troll kept coming in here, right? When she pointed, she said, when she pointed to her, the Baby Wolf started
He laughing.
Yeah, what did he do?
It's the eye in the storm in the
Go ahead and howl. He said he want to howl. Go ahead and howl.
Don't howl for us. Give us a howl.
Want to be yourself. If people like
there you go. There go the howl.
Hey, you knew said Armando, you on a roll.
Oh, you knew. Hey, you ain't seen that. Wait till Monday. Wait till Monday.
Oh.
Hey, 36 pages.
What?
Oh.
36 pages, bro.
Oh,
36.
How many hours
Bro,
that is?
that's why. Look, man, that's why I said Monday, bro. As much as I would have loved to did it tonight or Saturday or Sunday, bro. Man, that's gonna be, man. That's probably gonna be like I may have to split it up, man. I may have to do 5 hours Monday and come back and do another 5 hours. Got done probably Wednesday.
Right.
It's a lot of paperwork, and guess what, man? It's more paperwork. It's more paperwork coming after that. So in all, it might be in all together and everything that we dug up on this dude, man. It's like, man, probably like 70 pages, bro.
Damn, that's a lot of research.
Yeah, man, this dude, I'm telling you, man, everything I've been telling people for the last 2 years, man, they're gonna find out. A lot of people gonna owe me an apology. When I show them firsthand what I've been telling everybody for the last 2 years, a lot of people gonna owe me an apology, bro.
You're not gonna get it. You already know that, though.
I know I ain't gonna get it. I know I ain't gonna get it, but they look, I'm telling you, man, they gonna look it, they ain't gonna admit it out loud.
Right.
Especially the one that came in the chat, their leader. The one that came in the chat. I'm telling you, after Monday, she gonna look at that dude differently. When she see what I put up on the screen, she gonna look at him differently, bro. Tell me. Watch it see, man. Watch it see. I'm telling you, bro. Man, I read that stuff this afternoon. I'm like, man, damn, bro. This dude a monster. For real, man. This dude, I said, man, this dude made Ike Turner look like Michael Jackson. Shit.
Got to be more careful.
No, this dude made Ike Turner look like Obama.
Damn.
That's bad.
Hey, bro.
Look, you know I ain't making no better.
No, huh?
You is not making it no better with the emojis. When he said about 7 pages, send more pages, she put the paper up there.
Man, don't know, man. Hey, man, that dude.
I can't wait.
I'm telling you, man. Look at the times.
I already got it bookmarked. I'm ready. I'm
gonna put it like this. I'm gonna put it like this, D. True. I'm gonna put it like this, bro. He worse than straight talk.
Ooh. Oh, look at
He is worse, bro. He is worse. He worse.
Tony and together. I know. What did I tell you? What did I tell you on the back end? I said he might be worse than him. Didn't I say that?
Yep.
You want like, hey man, what I saw too, I could not believe what I was reading, man. This dude is worse. This dude worse, man. This dude, man, I'm telling you, man. Couldn't have been my daughter, bro. I'm telling you, man. The dude do some crap like that to my daughter, man. I'm telling you, man. I will go to prison. I will go to prison for that nigga.
Lord have mercy.
Wow.
What the world is he? I don't know what the world is. See?
They should have let me retire. Look, man, they should have let me retire, bro. I'm telling you, man, he is not. He gonna have some explaining to do.
Chicago, Illinois.
He is going to have some explaining to do. I'm
together.
I'm here.
Hey, why does he try to whisper for?
Yeah, wolves don't whisper. Wolves do it like this, little man.
Why are you owling?
Hey, hey, look, hey, they want to try to figure out what the hell together doing. Now that you can't mess with Baby Wolf. Can't mess with Baby Wolf. You gotta leave him alone. You really be in trouble. But you see, you look, got you knew Howard.
Oh, you knew? You knew? I don't know if you knew or not, but you Wolfpack. You Wolfpack. You might well put a wolf behind that dolphin. You Wolfpack. Ain't that a dolphin right there? Yeah, you Wolfpack.
Yeah.
You know.
Okay, at it again. Make sure you email me that stuff so we can get the word out. Make sure you email that stuff so we get the word out.
At it again, media. At it again, media. Salute to you. Salute.
All right, Tony. All right,
Tony. Salute to you, brother.
So
yeah, make sure you get that information so we can spread the word.
So what now?
I'm on.
I said
I'll be looking for an email. I'll be looking for an email. Go ahead.
Hey, together, D2. Did y'all check out the link that I put in the group chat?
Not yet. I will. Baby Wolf got my phone.
You gonna get a good. Just mute your mic if you check. Mute your mic when you check it out, because you gonna laugh. You are going to laugh. Yeah. You gonna laugh. You gonna laugh. She gonna laugh. Watch this, D2. Watch this. Watch this when she come back.
What the hell? Oh no!
I told you to laugh. Oh boy.
Oh my God. Oh my God. You something wrong with you.
Hey, I didn't do. Hey, look. When y'all ended, I type in the group chat where I got that from. Hey, I didn't put that up. I didn't do that.
Oh my God. Oh, my eyes. I gotta get my eyes is watering.
Yeah. Oh yeah, okay. That's our boyfriend Brittany again. And we get ready to end this one. We get ready to end it. You're a little late, but this been a. Whew. People might be mad, people might be sad, but guess what? The truth had to come out.
Hey, Friday nights. Hey, Friday. If you looking for some good content, some real good grown folks, adult conversation, this is the spot to be at. My sis together, D Truth 106 in chat. Hey, we're taking this thing to another level.
Yep. I can't wait till the merch come out. We're gonna really act the fool.
Oh yeah.
Yeah. And,
really.
Yep. And you already heard Baby Wolf come and get a howl. And I'm gonna let the lady go first. The young lady, Mama Wolf, Lil Sus, the agitator.
I'm out, y'all. Y'all go ahead and close it.
I'm the bold wolf. Don't you call me no agitator. That's what I am. The gold wolf, the bold wolf. You make sure you get it right.
See what I mean?
Anyway,
you just proved my point. See?
Anyway, since you want to go there, just want to your little slick shots and think I'm just supposed to take them. I don't think so. Anyway, like I was saying, how y'all doing in the chat? And he's gonna make me call up Thug Richard. Keep on playing with me, but this is our show, so I'm gonna hold that back for another time.
But on the part,
Anyway,
look, before you do that, on the part we have him come up Thug Richard, ain't no link in the chat.
oh. I can handle you anyway. No, but seriously though, let's continue to lift up at it again, you guys, because this is like close to home. There's so many injustices that are, I mean, it's all around the world. Different people are going through different things, but when you really look at it, it's really bad when it comes to the children. It doesn't matter what color the children are. The children are really the victims here. When people choose to call CPS because you mad at somebody or somebody didn't do something that you wanted them to do, so your way to get back at somebody is to call CPS. Please, I'm asking you not to do that. You know what I'm saying? If you got a problem with the adult, deal with the adult. Verbally do it in decency, because you don't want to jeopardize your freedom and you don't want to cause any harm. But stop using CPS as a weapon. Stop doing that. That's not fair, because one day, and I said this, D-Truth, I know it's a little long. I told this person, I said, how do you not know if one of them kids that you actually get mad at their parent and you call CPS and that kid goes through hell and high water, and once they get out, what's to say that their mindset is not on revenge against you? So I want to leave you with that, and I want to say prayers up for everybody. Thank you for coming to the chat. I appreciate you. To the trolls, I understand you're doing your job, but this was not the time for it. So I hope you guys go somewhere else and find something else to do. And take care. So tell me what you think about what I said as far as, that child may come back in the future in your closeout for me, D-Truth.
I gotta start looking at your new covenants. I gotta start looking at it. And be Robert that talking to smack time, he be waiting on his court date. You knew it's tomorrow. It's tomorrow. And guess what? You just see, I'm gonna give you the Jason. We're about to close out. That way I didn't drop the link. But I thought about what you said. It's so true. It's so true what you just said. Cause that child might love his mom versus his dad or both. That's in the household. He or she go through what they went through in that, and they know you called. Boy, I hate to see it.
Right.
But you cause that on yourself. Sometimes as humans, sometimes we gotta learn how to mind our own business.
Right.
Especially when our business is for somebody else.
Thug Richard.
and the thing is, when you're not minding your own business because you mad at that other adult with that child,
right?
And the person that you're mad at minding their own business, but you're not minding their own business, what sense does that make?
Right.
That's what that make. But like I said, we all this go back to is government funded and ran everything.
Right.
So go study it when you go to the primary and vote, when you go to the polls and vote on November. Make sure instead of looking at the candidates, looking at all the candidates, go read down there what all they're writing at. That's why I said go to your state house, which is the capital. Find out what laws they try to put on the books of your state and what laws are already on the books, and go take a look at the federal law they're trying to put on the book that's already on the book.
Right.
Don't just go vote for the candidates. For everybody else, love and respect yourself. Because you love and respect yourself, you can see through the what?
Yes.
Together. Who can love you more than
than yourself? Nobody.
There you go. Guess what? Let me go ahead and you're right. Let me get the outro. I was had to come out and look at the comments. Look, anybody else? I don't know what time you knew. I do not know what time yet. But for myself,
you have absolute proof.
For
thank
myself,
you, B-Rob. That's nice. Thank you.
What did he say?
He said, "Great live." I said, "Thank you."
Yeah, thank you. And for myself and together, thank you all the people in the chat and all the people that came with Tony, Armando,
everybody.
Thank you. Everybody. Thank you, everybody that shared this live out. Good information. And that Mahogany Johnson case, I want to go look at it. That's why Reverend I didn't mention it, because I gotta go do my research. Because I do not like to do nothing without doing my research first.
Right.
So go get some sleep. Be safe. You go on the road. Be safe, and don't go. Well, I ain't gonna tell you don't go do nothing that'll get you in trouble, because y'all ain't gonna listen anyway. You got anything else?
You always got something smart to say in the back. He said, "Don't go do nothing to get yourself in trouble." You don't go do nothing to get yourself in trouble. That's funny.
And look, baby, what we got one more half before we go.
You got one more howl before we go? You want to howl again before we go?
I want to do 4.
You want to do 4?
Yeah.
Well, go ahead.
Okay.
Ow, 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 ow.
You sound like you're getting beat.
And on that note, we go.